pat. Pat pat. Hello. Honk you. Honk you. Alright, I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. There might be some scuff today because I've been moving all of my commands and redeems to Sammy. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna pin it. I'm hoping there is no scuff at all today, but just so you know, there might be. So far, it looks like the stickers are working, but that's because it's still running on MixItUp. But everything else, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So yeah, we'll say our hellos. We'll say our hellos after the ad. Yeah. Honk you. Honk you. Give me another like 2-3 minutes. I'm just I realize I haven't eaten yet, so I'm just getting some quick chippies. Some quick chipperoonies in me. Give me like 2 minutes. All right, hello everybody. I'm awake and I'm decently fed. I ate a couple of chips. I realized with the tummy rumbly that like, wait, I haven't eaten today. But there is a lot of food. I just forgot because of all the prep I was doing. So hello everyone. Hello. Let's do our quick hellos and then we'll get to class. Get to class. Right, get your stickers in the meantime. Oh my god, I was testing so many commands before the stream started. So let's see, who's here? Hello Matthew, hello Owen, hello Twisty, hello Whiteheight. Welcome to class. Get educated. Hello Pickles, hello Shadnord, hello. Welcome. Dia, hello. Pickles. Oh wait, I already said Pickles. But hello everyone, hello class. How you guys doing? It's been a while, even though the last time I streamed was Wednesday. That was on Discord and it was Wednesday morning, so it feels like it's been like a really long time since I've seen you guys. But let's get to class. Boop. Hello, I've changed a couple of things since last time. You might have seen the pinned thingy-mabobber. The pinned comment, the pinned message, that I migrated a whole lot of things over to Sammi. If you don't know what Sammi is, it's spelled S-A-M-M-I. It's a cool streamer tool that, I don't know, it could just do like different things for you. So before this, I've been using a mix of things like MixItUp. Technically, I'm still using MixItUp right now for the sniffer stickers because I still can't figure out how to make the sniffer stickers work on Sammi. Yay! Okay, that works. Oh, are you testing all of the commands? Why, thank you, Matthew. Hello.
Ooh,
I just love sulfuric acid. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear? Hey! Why? I use Sammi and Emma together all the time. You can use both together. Yeah, so I realized that I can. The only thing is like I wanna see if it's possible to be more minimal with how many programs I have running at the same time. Oh, see, it works! We have proper flooding systems now. I do want to be more minimal. The only thing is like I don't know, it is easier to do things with MixItUp. But we'll see. But yeah, so far I've moved pretty much almost everything except for the sniffer stickers. I don't know how to stream I can't swim. Barely had enough for detention, saving it for a fun moment. Oh, that one is a new one. I did using okay, Sammy's really cool because Sammy talks to OBS, the streaming program, and you can like play around with you could toggle the visibility of certain assets, right? So you can also switch scenes. So that's why like there's a new redeem called detention. If you want to save it for a fun time, you can. But I basically programmed it. It feels weird to say programmed it because I am not a programmer and I am not a coder, but it feels like coding. I even showed the process of using Sammy to beans and he was like, "Yeah, this is kind of coding in a way." By the way, let's get some music in here. Let's get some music playing. What was I listening? I was listening to Abingdon Boys School again. Scripting. Okay, that's a good way to say it. Do you have your programmer socks? I don't. It's a graphical scripting engine. That's a really good way to say it. Hello, Seishun. Hello. Oh, I realized my source is... Wait, let me put that under the sniffa stickers. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? I'll just put it right here. There we go. But yeah. So let's get some music. I was listening to Abingdon Boys Schools last time, which like if you don't know who they are, they did like a lot of anime openings in like the 2000s and the 2010s. Abingdon Boys School. There we go. But yeah, so I changed a lot of things with Sammy, but I also wanted to migrate out of using stream elements. So now for chat, you might notice that chat looks a little different and my clock looks a little different too. So that's because I'm using something called Sprout. Is it Sprout? No, it's Slime. Slime. I'm using something called Slime 2 for my chat, and then I'm using something called Clock with a K for my clock. So I'm almost completely migrated out of stream elements. There's just one more thing that I have to figure out, but I won't say what it is for now. But yeah. So hopefully, it seems like so far a lot of commands are working. I think the one that I was stressing out the most of Glock. It's like it's KLOCK. Oh no, why am I lagging? My model is lagging. There we go. Glock. No, I know it's confusing when you say like it's clock with a K and it's like clock already has a K. Hi, my name's Michael with a B, and I'm deathly afraid of insects. Hold up, where is it? Where's what? Where's the bee? There's a bee? It's like one of my favorites. But yeah, so I did a lot of that. Death Clock. I love Death Clock. Do you folks like coffee? But yeah, so I was playing around with that. I think the thing that was stressing me out the most was the shoutouts, because there's two shoutouts. There's one that I want to automatically happen when someone raids, and then there's the command. So whenever like I mention someone, I know that Matthew likes to do this where I'm like, I'll mention Randon and he'll shout out Randon. And that's a command, but that's different from when someone raids into me. So no, my model keeps lagging. Is it because I have so many programs open? Because I have like Spotify, I have you can do the shout out, which is great. That's the thing, like I said, I want to see if there's a way to just use Sammy. Like I want to be like minimalist with how many programs I have running. So I don't know, I'll experiment with it. But if it's possible to just have Sammy running, then I might just want to do that. Because it feels like, I don't know, I don't like that there's so many programs, and then like for MIU, for MixItUp, it's literally just for the sniffa stickers. That's the only reason it's running right now. Because I also have the throwing system, I have Spotify, I have stream avatars, I have Sammy, and then I have a power mirror, which is what I'm using to mirror my iPad right now. And then I have like VTube Studio, and then I have OBS. It's just so much. And Spotify, and my phone's on, and you know, all these things. The stack is inevitable. Yeah, so if I could just download more RAM, that's a thing you can do. Like, I just want to like minimize too, because I am like still like a minimalist at heart as well, despite what my class looks like. But actually, this class could use more things. I did have some pretty cool like redeem ideas though. Now that like Sammy just opens up a whole bunch of possibilities. Like for example, I'm running Sammy through. I mean, I'm running the flood. The flood redeem is through Sammy. I'm not using a hotkey on it anymore. I know some of the stuff I'm saying might just be like flying over people's heads, but to me, it's like, whoa, there's just so many possibilities. I can see now how like people like Shindigs and Aros and Owen are able to do like these really cool redeems, right? So this class could use some government funding, which it deserves. It's me, you're talking to me right now. I know. You even like you have a for anyone that's in the Just Little Guys Discord, there is a session tomorrow, right? At 2 p.m. Well, it's 2 p.m. my time. I forgot what time it is for everyone else, but it's a like a tech help session from Owen. I don't know if I'll be able to drop by because my brother-in-law surprised me with are the water levels rising? They aren't, and not at the moment. But um I don't know. My brother-in-law surprised me in Beans. We're gonna go see Wicked tomorrow. I don't know where, I don't know when, but he said tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're seeing Wicked tomorrow. So yeah. So I'll see if I'm able to drop by the tech help sesh because I definitely want to like just listen in. I'm really okay with like Discord calls. I'm just really shy, but like if it's not like a one-on-one thing, but like I want to at least like listen in. But we'll see. We'll see what time I have to head out because my mom-in-law was also like, "Oh yeah, we also want to get like dinner beforehand." And then my brother-in-law was like, "But it's at 5." so so it's like, "Oh, so it's more of like a dinner situation. It's not lunch, not quite dinner." Only I could put annotations quoting Owen Aeon for real. Always love a musical. Yeah. The last one that I saw was Book of Mormon. You know what? We're going to listen to Book of Mormon right now. Book of Mormon. The last one I saw was Book of Mormon. And hello, Saku. Hello. And that was literally like days before lockdown. We watched it like March of 2020, like literally days. I forgot when, but like I remember like just a week or so later was like, okay, we're not going to work today. Maybe we'll go back in a couple of weeks. It was not a couple of weeks. It was arguably a couple of years. Have you seen or heard the New Falls of Albion? I have not. I know that Albion is like an old name for England, right? Here we go. Hello. My name is Elder something. My name is Elder Binka. Ding dong. Hello. Ah, this is like loud as Spotify can go. Oh, Dolls of the new Dolls of Albion. I have not heard about it. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm interested. But yeah, so the main thesis of this initial spiel is that I've been moving a lot of things to this new program, or new to me, a cool program called Sammy. So there might be a little bit of scuff, but so far so good, right? Like, audio musicals by Paul Shepra. It's on Bandcamp. Oh, okay. Nice. But yeah, so what else have I been up to? My name is Jesus Christ is one of my favorite parts. Hi, would you like a book that was written by Jesus? The other big thing that happened recently in the past 3 days since I last streamed is well, the big thing yesterday was that Schnackery had to go to the vet. He had to go to the dentist for the I guess the pet dentist, the pet dentist. Music kind of loud? Okay, I'll put it down. I have a free book written by Jesus. Okay. Yeah, let me know if that's okay. Yeah, so Schnackery went to the vet yesterday. He went to the pet dentist because he had like a. We found out he had a chipped tooth. He had a chipped tooth, the poor guy, and we know exactly why, or we have our suspicions on why. So we give him these little toy mice that rattle, and he loves them. Like he'll every time I like open the drawer to get like a fresh one, he will like run up to the drawer and he'll be like a dog when you say the word walk, right? He knows. He loves these toys, but the thing is there's plastic inside of them, and what he likes to do is he likes to crunch. He likes to crunch on the mouse, and we could hear it sometimes. And like, you know, it's his favorite thing to do. We do eventually take the mouse away from him, but like apparently all the times that he's been crunching on like the plastic inside has like done a number on his teeth. So he actually had to get one of his teeth removed, the poor guy. So he had that whole procedure done. He finally came back like around like 4 p.m. yesterday, and but he was too drugged out. Poor guy. He was like too drugged out. He was high out of his mind, the poor guy. So as soon as he was let out of the carrier, he was just kind of like disoriented. And you know, that's kind of its own thing, is like he was already kind of disoriented. He was weird. He was like stressed out. Like I feel like for a lot of pets, taking them to the vet is very stressful. It's like a new territory, lots of lights, lots of sounds, lots of people touching you and doing things that you don't like, right? So he's already stressed out. He's already drugged out. He comes back. Our other cat Gino sniffs him and he freaks out. He's like, "You're not my brother." He starts hissing and growling at him, and today he's still hissing and growling at him. So basically, like, we for most of the day yesterday, me, my brother-in-law, my mom-in-law, and Beans had to like just rotate around, like making sure they don't fight with poor Schnackery high out of his mind, and Gino just being like, "Ah!" he's like, "Ah, who are you? What have you done with Schnacks? What have you done with my brother?" So yeah, it's a thing. I looked it up. It's a thing called non-recognition aggression, and it happens. It's very like if you Google it, it's definitely a thing. If you take one pet to the vet and they come back, the other pet will think that they smell different. Well, they do smell different. Even I can smell it. They'll smell different, and the other pet will be like, "Who are you? Identify yourself." So yeah, like we had to rotate between like just making sure they didn't fight, and then making sure that Schnackery tried to like crawl underneath my mom-in-law's bed, but he used to do that as a kitten. Now he's too big, so we're like, no, he's gonna hurt himself if he does that. So we had to also like quarantine him off from that room. So let me catch up on chat. You're not drowning. It's okay, Alpaca. It's okay. Look, I'll put it away. There you go. Let me catch up. There is a production on it on YouTube. Let me find it and send it to the bungalow. Thanks, Dia. My favorite is Miss Helen's Weird West Cabaret. There's a dragon lady character, becomes aware that she's in a musical and wants to get out. That's kind of awesome. I kind of love that kind of meta storytelling. Hello, Zako. Microplastics. Yeah. Bro was tripping. Yeah, it's a thing. It's so look it up if you are so interested. It's called non-recognition. Oh, he's also been pretty talkative since he got back from the vet. Hey, buddy. You want to talk to chat? Oh, Schnackery. He was hiding in my closet all day, by the way. I didn't even realize until Beans he like came back from some errands, and he's like, "Have you seen Schnackery?" And I'm like, "No, he's not in the room." They look everywhere and they're like, "He's not anywhere else." They open the closet and he's just chilling there. He wasn't even like begging to come out. He was just loafing in the closet. Alpaca, hello. You got your sticker? It's okay, you're not drowning. There goes half your life points. Oh no. But yeah, so Schnackery's been like a little talkative since he came back. He's kind of back to his normal self now, but Gino, my other cat, is still like, "Who are you?" Yeah, suddenly Hercules. 0 to hero. But yeah, we were talking about musicals, right? The only one that I've seen live, I think, is Book of Mormon, but I've been a fan since I was a kid. Like, I remember when I took dance class in high school, I was a big fan of Chicago. Remember how Casper sings this song? Yeah, 0 to hero. I really like Chicago when I was in middle school, and then Hamilton when that came out, brother. Like I still love it. You saw Chicago on Broadway? That's so sick. Yeah, the only like live productions I've seen other than Book of Mormon were like student shows because a lot of my friends in high school were like the drama kids. Not drama as in like they have a lot of drama, it's that they're literally in drama class. So they're actually quite chill, these friends of mine. Sometimes I wonder how they're doing, but yeah, I used to hang around with a lot of drama kids, and eventually for my last no junior year of high school, I think I got tired of dance and orchestra, so I took drama, and I wasn't the best at it, but it was fun. I'll give it that. It was pretty fun. So, but I saw a lot of student shows like Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, and I was in a production of Grease, but it was a student production. You know, which like when you're in high school, it's like, oh man, we're doing so good, and then like when you're an adult and watching a high school production, you know, some high schools will surprise you, but for the most part, a lot of it is like, yeah, this is a high school production. It's like as polished as like high schoolers who are balancing like 6 to 7 other classes can be, right? You also did Grease, Dia? Oh my gosh, I was an extra. Like I wasn't one of the main characters. I was just like an extra. I was just like a, you know, pink lady number 8, you know? Like I wasn't like a named character. I was my part as an extra was like I was supposed to go. No, I don't think I was even a pink lady. I think I was just like an extra because I remember specifically there's a scene where I'm talking with my friend and we're entering the scene, and then we like are about to sit down at a table and we see that the pink ladies are there, and we're like, let's go to the other table. Like that was my shining moment on the stage. And then like I was also an extra during the song, so what's the one where it's like all we had all our hairs where our hair was all in curlers. I just remember like that part. Like, what are you guys saying? I saw Chicago. If you're ever in New York, we do a whole musical marathon. I don't know if I have the stamina for that. I don't know if I have the stamina for that. We talked about this before? Well, guess what? We're gonna listen to Grease now. What was my favorite? Because I was only singing the songs with gals in it. But of course, like, because I went to all the rehearsals, I remember all the songs. Beauty School Dropout is one where, like, all our hairs were in curlers. How about Summer Nights? Ding, 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 ding. Grease Lightning! Should move into music is fun when you're a bit better. Aww. So you were in Grease, nice. No, the other type, the greasy kind. I had to show my bum in the show, but I had pants under my jeans. Dang! I auditioned for my high school's production of Little Shop, but they were super biased against people not in drama class. That sucks! Dang. I remember like one time, I forgot what play it was, but I don't know if we had the opposite problem. Well, I guess like we kind of had the same problem where it was biased for people that were in drama class, but one time they cast the lead in one of the plays as like a total stranger, like someone who had never taken drama classes before, and we didn't know who he was, and at first everyone was like, who the heck is John Vinegar, you know? It's not his actual name. I'm just really bad at making up names. But it was like, John Vinegar is the lead. Who the heck is John Vinegar? Like all of us were like that, right? And then we met John Vinegar, and he was actually like a really chill guy. So if only your school had given you a chance, Bite Height. The show I'm being looked at for voice acting might have me doing cool musical segments. Very cool. One show on Broadway, my treat. Sure, next time next time Beans and I go to New York or New York City, which we don't know because we actually just pulled the trigger on getting tickets for Japan. We're going to Japan again, but in the summer, like half a year from now. So we actually just pulled the trigger on that. This is the plot to High School Musical 1. Now, did I tell you guys that like I missed the train on that? I was in high school during the time of my High School Musical, but I was just not into it. And both me and Beans came to the conclusion because someone my age called me out on it. I remember being like, because in the Filipino club, I was friends with people that were like a couple years younger than me, and they all love High School Musical. and I was like, oh, I was never into it. I think that was past my time. And then there was a guy in the club that was my age, and he was like, Vivinka, we were both in high school when High School Musical came out. He called me up, but then me and Beans talked about it, and it's like, I think High School Musical was more so for people younger than high school at the time. It was for like middle schoolers and elementary schoolers to like daydream about what they thought high school would be, because my high school was not like that. So can I give you a list of things I'll pay? We'll talk about it. I would prefer not in terms of like buying things. Just because, yeah, I don't know. We just wanna chill. We just wanna chill. But yeah, we could talk about like a possible build together. High School Musical was, yeah, exactly, Owen. Yeah, it's more for 12-year-olds. I feel like there was more for like younger folks. You're middle school at the time. Yeah. So yeah. You can basically buy everything in Japan through a proxy service anyway. Yeah. Oh my god, summer nights. Summer loving. Have me a blast. Yeah, it was one of the background voices. Not in this recording, of course. Go Wildcats! Oh my god, why did that instantly bring me back to high school? Like the very beginning scene where it's like a high school reunion. Go Wildcats! Or is that High School Musical? I forget, but there was like a scene in Greece where it was like, go random team. Like, you turned 30 like an hour ago. Dia, is it your birthday today? Dia, happy birthday! Happy birthday! You know what we're gonna do? Wait. Celebration for Dia! Mass fireworks. Oh no, all the commands, no. Because I had just done it. Okay, wait, maybe more. There you go. I did all these things for detention. See, now you guys are different. We're different sizes. There you go. Detention for your birthday. Congrats. Since you put my life aside. Survived another demons. Survive another. Yeah, so all those things happen whenever detention is activated. Like, I'll show you again. And then we'll get started. I realize I've been yapping, but I haven't been hieroglyphing. All our friends are here in detention. Endlessly devoted to you. Alright, this is what it looks like. Let's say we're back in the classroom. This is what it looks like when detention is redeemed. Switches to detention, and then everyone dances. Everyone becomes fireworks. And then when you guys respawn, you guys are a screensaver. And then as you're a screensaver, you change size. And then eventually it's back to normal. It's back to normal. Mass fart. Yeah, I just wanted to throw in as many commands as I could. I feel like there's a way to do it where it doesn't show up in chat, but well, we'll see. I'm still figuring out. I spent all of yesterday and the day before just figuring out how to like import everything from my other programs, right? So yeah. So from here on out, now it's thinking of like new redeems, new commands, all that cool stuff. To you. Hopelessly devoted. Okay, let's get to some actual hieroglyphing, shall we? The dancing plague is happening again. Get the stupid red shoes. Mass destruction starts playing. I've been integrating this stream deck on my iPad with Sammy to do a lot of hidden triggers. Ah, okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, nice. I love this one. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control, and I'm lagging. Oh no, it's like not it's not even like lagging now, it's just not catching me. I'm frozen. Did VTube Studio crash? They said on you. VTube Studio doesn't like that I'm singing. Okay, give me a second. Let me hide myself while I figure this out. Oh my god! Oh my god! It caught up so fast. The bear's freaking out. I didn't even have time to hide myself. Oh my gosh. I did not have a stroke. I think my model did, but I did not. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's tweaking. Oh my god. I don't know what happened with VTube Studio, but it's just like I like froze for a long time, and then it was just like, gotta catch up, gotta go fast. Oh my lord. It's the weed crack combo hitting finally. No, I didn't even take anything. You can also run your own Sammy control panels as their own Stream Deck style window web browser windows. You can run on a tablet or window on a second monitor. Ah, okay. I'm learning a lot. I learned a lot during the aneurysm. Jom's Bond's having a strong. The Nom's Bond, Jom's Bond. But yeah, I think I should be fine. No, I do not do the hard drugs. That was that was what my parents did, and they were like, as long as you don't do that, you're good. Weed, yeah, go ahead, but nothing harder than that. And even like edibles are too much for me. Even edibles get me like, like, it's been 5 hours. Why am I still high? So I don't even do edibles anymore. Currently dying from the cold. Send help! Oh no, alpaca! You say you're dying from the cold? Maybe this will warm you up. Teacher. It was a reaction of her body seeing the crypto market crashing. All bro does is drink water and nap. I really need to be drinking more water. I've been making it my New Year's resolution to drink more water. It burns. Okay, I understand. I hear loud and clear. Okay. Bro ain't even drinking water. My New Year's resolution is to drink more water. So much of my problems are because I don't drink enough water. There's a hat that says that. I have like a friend that has a hat that says that. I'm like, dang, that's so true. A lot of my problems are because I don't drink water. They will be baked soon. Alhamdulillah. What is bro doing? A tits redeem that throws water at you. I've seen. Okay, so let me tell you who I've been like really obsessed with lately. Behold, Dasani tastes the dryness of 1,000 suns. There is a streamer named Squeegee. I think they're. If I were to shout them out, I think it's Squeegee 3D. Let's see. Shout out. Let's see if the shout out works. Squeegee 3D? Is this the right one? I think this is her. I mean them. Let me make sure it's them. Yeah, this is them. So Squeegee, they are an art educator, streamer, and like you've most likely seen their videos before. If you ever went into stuff like, you know, how to design my VTuber, how to design myself, blah blah blah. They did a lot of really cool videos on VTuber design and like other things to know about like just like VTubing in general. And I recently found out that they stream too, so I've been popping into their chat every so often. And I found that they're like, for one, their vibe is really cool. They also have a lot of really cool redeems. They are a 3D. I think they're also a 3D modeler. They made their own model as well, so they're able to just like whenever they have an idea, they could just like, you know, script it in, program it in, that kind of thing. So, but also their whole like vibe I don't want like we have similar vibes in terms of like our layout. They also use like a classroom, you know, whiteboard type setup. And then they also kind of like theme some of their redeems around like school stuff. So they have like an attendance, like instead of sniffer stickers, they have like attendance instead. And then they have like extra credit assignments, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see like, I guess like a more polished version. Like what I'm saying is that like this is kind of goals now. Like my goal is not necessarily to like copy them to a T, but just like see if there are ways that I can also like polish my setup in a different way. Um and I do have some ideas. I do have some ideas, but one thing though is that the one thing that we are kind of different in is that their specialty definitely seems more based in art, while mine is more so in art history. So I think that was also my copium when I was like, oh no, am I just discount squeegee? But no. I'm my own person. I'm my own bear, right? So if anything, like the thing that I want to do to like stand out would be to dive, or at least like emphasize more of like the art history part of things. And plus I think we just have different vibes. But like seeing their stream was like, oh my god, this is so inspirational, and like they're also just really chill. So I would recommend checking their stuff out. They were just looking at their quote unquote cringe like middle school drawings yesterday. And then I popped out to watch Almantos after that. But I don't know. I just like them a lot. So yeah. Get inspired. I did get inspired. I did. Okay, how long has it been and I still haven't done anything in terms of hieroglyphics? Let's get into it, shall we? So, when was the last time I did a hieroglyph stream? It was a while back, but these are from that stream. Nice. Okay, this is moving. So, let me just make sure that my other window is working. So, for those who haven't joined us for one of our hieroglyph streams, I'm basically, this is something that I'm still not well versed in. I am actually still learning and studying. That's why the category is currently on studying and co-working, because this is also a session for me to learn. I want to learn how to read and write in Egyptian hieroglyphs. We made some progress in past streams, but I think those were like months ago. I think maybe even before this past summer. And I made my own guide over here. Because when you learn the hieroglyphs, you first learn, we did ninjutsu to distract the teacher from the topic at the very beginning. It's true. Genjutsu. Mangekyo Sharingan. So the last time, I do have a main source, which is a book that I literally have like in my paws. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Oh no, I'm frozen again. Is it gonna? Okay. I was gonna say, like, is it gonna do the same thing? Okay, give me a second. There we go. I literally have this book right here, How to Read Egyptian Hieroglyphics by Mark Collier, Bill Manley. They might be pretty manly. And yeah, it's basically just like a you know, teach yourself how to read ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs book. It's pretty cool. Beauty school dropout. But yeah, it looks like this, you know. But I've also been borrowing from other sources like online. The Worldly Human Hand Gloves, I know, right? I know. Alright, let me close that. Beauty school dropout. Nice mouse, thanks. The Logitech. Oh, mouse pad, yeah, the orc. But yeah, so we've learned a couple things since then. We've learned at least like certain sounds. So I'll go over some of them right now, and then what I want to practice is drawing them again because I'm a little out of practice. But the drawings are by me, but they are derived from like the book that I just showed you, and then a website called Frisian.com. The only thing is like this one has a lot of information and it seems legit, right? But there's no author like, and it's in this like site that's like you know, the UI and the layout is a little bit basic. It looks like it's HTML, you know, and not to insult whoever made it, but you know what I mean? Like it's a little like basic, but it still communicates everything that needs to be communicated. So like it's a really cool resource. I just don't know like, you know, like who the author is. Like when I try to like credit this site, how do I do that? Because it has so much information. I'm pretty sure it's legit, but I'm just like, Honggu. Am I lagging again? Am I gonna have to switch to PNG? I just upgraded my computer too. I want to use the beautiful work of Ririmon and Stupa. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go through it, because when you're learning Egyptian hieroglyphs, first you want to learn the symbols, and like it's kind of optional, but I would also prefer to learn what the symbol actually represents. So for example, like this is a vulture, right? But then you can start associating the symbol with the sound. Ham mentioned, yeah, my rigging mama. So you want to like associate the symbol with the sound, and then I do also have mnemonic devices to try and remember it. I even made like some what's it called? Some cards, some flashcards to try and memorize it, but I haven't used them in a while. So yeah, let's just go over what we know so far. There's more symbols that I don't know yet. But this is like the basics of the basics. Like this is enough to like write a name, right? Kind of. But yeah, let's go over it. There's also some sounds in here that are not in like the American English, you know, like it's not the usual sounds that you would hear from like American English. So some of them I'm not gonna be able to like make right away. I even tried to like, I remember like during some of my earlier streams, I tried to like look up videos on how to pronounce it, but I'm still, you know, I'm still trying. I'm still learning. Hieroglyphs, it's true. Agrees. Lightning. Okay, so the first letter that we have is called, it doesn't actually make a sound, it's more of a what's called a glottal stop. And it's this vulture over here. You know what, maybe I should do it so symbol is first and then sound. Whatever. Oh yeah, if you guys want access to this, I set it so that anyone with the link can view, so you guys can edit it. you guys can't edit it or change anything. You guys can just look at it. There you go. Oh, but just don't, for Matthew and mods, don't pin it, because I want people to see the Sammy pin. Though it doesn't look like there's any scuff so far. But for right now, just don't pin it. But anyway, yeah, stares at it menacingly. Yeah. So the first one is not a sound like oh. Yeah, don't pin it. Yeah, thank you. So it doesn't actually make a sound. It makes something called a glottal stop. Glottal stop is kind of like when you say uh-oh. It's that pause between the and the o. So you don't say oh, you say uh-oh. Not to go off topic, but I was watching the Fall of Civilization episode of Assyria. Now my head, Ancient Egypt is the OP. Where did you watch it? I'm like curious, because I think Almantas, I was in his chat yesterday, and he was also talking about like a little bit of Hittite history. That was really interesting. There's like, even though I say that one of my specializations is ancient history, admittedly, it's literally just ancient Egypt and like Greece and like a touch of Rome and like a touch of Mesopotamia. But like other civilizations, you know, like Bronze Age civilizations, like the Sea Peoples, I don't know anything about them. YouTube? Okay, yeah, feel free to link it in the Discord, because if it's in the chat, I'm probably gonna forget. But thank you. So yeah, a glottal stop is this is also a good way to think of it, like the T in the Cockney pronunciation of bottle. You know the meme of like bottle of water. So the sound that like you're replacing the T with, that's a glottal stop. You're essentially like closing your throat. Just for a second, not enough to like suffocate, but you know, instead of saying bottle of water, you say bottle of water, right? So the like the uh-oh and the bottle, that's a glottal stop. All right, so I don't think you would see this in the middle of a word. Then I feel like then you would see it in the you would only see it in like the middle of a word, right? Or the end of a word. You would not see it at the beginning. You want to hug Mr. Pancakes? You can sit next to him. You can sit next. You have to time it. You have to time it so that your little babatter sits next to Mr. Pancakes. Educational topics, right? Thank you, Dia. Yeah, that's the first one. Is a vulture, and it's pronounced like a glottal stop. So the next two are pretty similar. This is a reed, like a reed of, a plant reed. It's called a palatal glide, the sound, and it's basically just like a y sound, like the y and u. So y. So if I were to write the name like Yesenia, right, I would probably start with this. The one thing that I'm noticing from Egyptian hieroglyphs is that there are going to be glyphs for vowels in here, but typically they don't always include the vowels. When you write, actually, I can give you guys a example. From my eyes over you. I didn't warm up my voice. I can't go that high. Raining on prom night. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. So, let's say that I want to write, Casper. Let's say I want to write the name Casper for a certain, kitty detective, right? So I would not try to look for a glyph that corresponds to C. I would try to look for a glyph that corresponds to the sound it makes. So this C makes a K sound, right? So cat, and then spur. Actually, if you do U, it'd be more like Casper, right? So probably be something like this. But you would not actually be writing the vowel, so it would be something like this. So you tend to see this with I know that this is the case in Hebrew. That's why, like, for example, the name of God is spelled out like YHWH, and the pronunciation can vary from Yahweh to Jehovah or Jehovah or things like that. So it's kind of the same thing here. In Egyptian or Hebrew culture, it would have made sense with context on like what the vowels were, but unfortunately, in the case of like ancient Egyptian, a lot of it is lost to time, which is why sometimes there's a sun god, right? Sometimes his name is depicted as Ra, but sometimes it's Re. And then sometimes there's a god named Amun Re. But sometimes you can also see it as Amun Ra or Amun Ra or Amen. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole bunch of different like variations because we don't know what the vowels were. So if we go back to like writing Casper, you would literally just be writing down the K, S, P, and R sounds. So if we look for the K sounds, let's go back to this. Let's see, can we find a K here? I didn't quite memorize this. There's a soft K in Australian English, but there's also K. This is like K as in king. So we have here a basket with a handle. Is the music getting a little... Oh, is it? The music's getting a little stuttery? Oh, no. He's a secret agent. Oh, yeah, you're right. He is a secret agent. I keep calling him detective when he is a secret agent. I'm a fake fan. The blue moon. There's also a chance that there are regional dialects or differences between how the high class and others pronounce it. Exactly. Yes, Dia. 100%. Happy New Year. Hello, Kale. Happy New Year, every pony. Hello, hello. I know I'm fake. I'm fake. It's also streamer debuff. I just forget simple things like the word flashcards. I literally forgot the word flashcards. Okay, so for K, we're gonna have the basket over here. That's the first letter we're gonna write. So the basket with a handle. That's K. Next, we want to look for S. Where's the S? The thing is, this isn't in like Latin alphabetical order, so it's gonna be a scavenger hunt. Oh, that's right, get your stickers, everyone. Get your stickers. Is there an S? Here we go. So S as in snake. So this looks like this is a folded piece of cloth, but it looks more like a staff. Let's go ahead and write that in. The staff. Now let's find P. I think I remember P is the stool. Yeah, P is this one, the step stool. So let's go ahead and write that down. It's just like a rectangle. And then finally, we're looking for R. Oh no, all of my hotkeys are showing up here. Let's look for R. If we can find it. Here we go. R as in rat. So this was in the notes when I copied this down. A resonant which varieties can no longer be determined. For ancient Egyptian, the foreign L's are pronounced as R's. So it's like a mouth shape. So it would be this. So that is like one way to write his name. So this would correspond to K, S, P, and R. However, the cool thing that I noticed, this part I'm also not super sure of yet, is the placement. It seems like, at least from what I've seen so far, you can place things not necessarily in a random way, but whatever is kind of like the most appealing. So you could do this, where you could layer it on top of each other, put the step stool here and the mouth here. So this is another way to spell it. You can like layer it on top of each other. I don't quite know the rules yet on like how you're supposed to layer it like that. Like if it's okay that this is on top, that like this part is on top, and like, you know, these are all combined here. But essentially this would spell Casper's name, or at least his first name. So yeah. That's basically like what I know so far. But like I said, and it's okay for teachers to say this, is that I still don't know everything yet. I still don't know everything. I'm still learning. Let's see what you guys are saying. What are you guys saying? We were saying Happy New Year to Kale. Everyone's getting their stickers, right? I can force detention. Yeah, if you have enough points. But I think I made it so there is a cooldown, and you can only do it like 3 times per stream. I'm still working on like which cooldowns work though. I lost my seat next to pancakes. Oh no. Who redeemed it? Matthew did. Did I set it so it's only once per stream? I actually forgot, but I hope someone shows it to boss later. I can. Like, but then I would get perceived. I feel like, yeah, if anything, I can post it in his art tag, but I feel like it would have to accompany some actual some actual art. Maybe I'll draw Casper as an Egyptian god, you know, as Bastet. The thing is, Bastet was a cat deity, but a cat goddess. So, but I also wonder if Casper wouldn't mind being depicted as a goddess. Why look like Picasso? If that's the case, it kind of seems like they weren't going for efficiency, but more of artistic quality for the writing system. Yeah, one thing to really keep in mind with the glyphs that we're learning today is that some of them are very ornate, especially like the ones that are shaped like birds. Those ones were like really hard for me to learn, like the birds. Where like this isn't something that you would be using to write down like really quickly, like, okay, how many reed stalks are going to this part of Egypt, right? No, I froze again. I'm gonna. Oh no. It makes it so that I just go like meh, 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 meh. Sphinxuccini. Wait, that's such a good idea. So the glyphs that we're learning, they were found on tomb walls where the people writing it down had time to be as efficient, or not efficient, to be as decorative as they wanted, right? This isn't the script that would be used to write down like daily tasks. It wouldn't be used to write down like, yeah, how many reeds are going to this part of Egypt. They would actually be using a different alphabet. I believe it's called Demotic, but I still haven't even studied that one yet. But that was kind of the basis for oh, by the way, we're having an ad break in about a minute. There's this thing called the Rosetta Stone. And the Rosetta Stone has the same exact, it's basically like a speech about like some government thing, but it was written in 3 different ways. So it was written in Greek, it was written in Demotic, and it was written in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, which is what we're learning right now. And this was the way that this finally cracked the code. This finally cracked the code on like how to read and write in ancient hieroglyphics, because people knew how to read Greek, and I think Demotic was still used. I don't remember, but like I remember it like cracked the code. So I'm gonna send you guys over to the Cub Corner. Is there evidence of this type of writing as a form of worship? That's an interesting one, which I will answer after the ad break. Oh, I forgot the chat. Okay, let me fix chat during the ad break right now. See, it's just a touch of scuff. We back? Are we back? You're just in time for class. It's true. Oh no, you might hear me. I'm just trying to get to the creator dashboard. There we go. Yeah, you guys might need to refresh. if I'm not we back? Okay, cool. Oh no, that's right, since I restarted stream, we're gonna have another ad break. If that's okay with you guys. Why do you have your art of you wrestling, Randon? That was Dia. That was Dia. I get a lot of really cool artwork from By the way, I'm sleep talking, The reason why OBS freaked out is because I was trying to fix the chat on this screen. It's invisible. Oh, thanks for shouting out Randon. But yeah, there's gonna be another ad break. I'm so sorry, but it is what it is. So so we'll see you guys after. I can still keep yapping. With those who are subscribed. I'll try not to say anything like super mind blowing. So people aren't like, I missed it. I hope Beans gets shoe privileges soon. The thing is, IRL, he loves shoes. And I hate oh my god, she announced her doggy. And all the new merch. Oh my gosh. Let me turn my tracking back on, so I'm not just sleep talking throughout the entire thing. Can you guys hear Spotify? Even though it's not showing. See, I did say there would be a little touch of scuff. All over you. It's not even showing up. See, just a touch of scuff. Ain't no way Binka merch for $10.99. What a deal! Binka, oh my Nicole. That would be the dream, wouldn't it? That would be the dream. But alas, I am just a little bear that has no plans for merch yet. Maybe in the future. I think the cool thing would be like a plushie, but like a small one. I would want it to be small. I want a plushie for myself. So that whenever me and Beans go traveling, I could just like take pictures of like little Binka. Like little Binka, like, you know, on top of Tokyo Tower, little Binka in the Philippines, little Binka in New York City, you know? Mr. Pancakes plush. I forgot to show you that there is a real Mr. Pancakes plush. Let me see if I can get the picture. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I love you. I think this is the song I sang for my audition to get into Grease, for my high school production of Grease. At your front door. Because it's so deep. Like, the voice is so deep. Mr. Pancakes. Where is he? Here, I'll show you. Hopefully OBS doesn't freak out again. Let's see. Okay, there we go. This is IRL Mr. Pancakes. I'll put him on the window. There you go. Mr. Pancakes is real. It's him. He's so goofy. Yeah, exactly. Can you see like the inspiration and where I took a couple of artistic liberties? Like if you combine like Mr. Pancakes in class and Mr. Pancakes on the windowsill. He stares at us from the window. It's a photo. It's I wish I had like assets for like tape. For like scotch tape. Cuz that's what that would be. It would just be like I taped a little picture, a little photograph. Look at this graph. I taped a little photograph of Mr. Pancakes on the window. But yeah, I took some artistic liberties with the eyes. I made the eyes a little bit more like bulbous, a little bit more staring in two different directions, you know? Are we still in the ad? I think for mine it says 30 more seconds. Yeah, we'll get started back soon. Cause I feel like I was hitting a groove and then OBS just like OBS was like, no. Ready, my love. Can't believe Binka spoke in perfect Hindi for 30 seconds and called me an herb. I don't think I even know any Hindi. You could like teach me swears and I'll be like, oh yes, I am learning. They still sell him at the Target. That's where we found him, but I don't know if that's the only place where he's sold. And then ever since like we've gone back to Target, we haven't seen him since, or we haven't seen his, I guess, siblings. So it might have been just like a one-time thing. I'm not teaching anyone swears in Hindi. Yeah, yeah. So he, you know, you might be able to find him at your local Target, but I haven't. It was like a maybe a one-time thing. Does he still have a tag with info on it? I'm not sure. He's kind of in the other end of the room right now. So, no is na. Yes is ha'an. When it has the double A, do you repeat the vowel like ha'an? Or is it just han? Na'a, ha'an, ha'an. It's kind of like to say yes in Tagalog, it's just double O. It's O, but you would pronounce it o. But if you want to be respectful and you're talking to someone older, you would say opo. Opo. Be like, Vivinkov, did you guys eat the cars? You could be like, opo. Oh, you know what's funny is the word for no is hindi. Hindi po. Single A but long. Oh, so han, na, and han. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? That's awesome. Yeah, so you would say oo or opo and then hindi or hindi po. I'm still lagging. My model's still lagging. Should we switch over to PNG just in case? Yeah, I don't really know why it is that I'm fine now. Fine, if it happens. Oh, nope, it happened one more time. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to PNGTuber. Ay, 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 ay. Robot queen. There we go. I'm back. Oh no, that's not picking up my mic. Ba 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 ba. There we go. See, just a little bit of scuff. Just the teensiest bit of scuff. How do I check how many points I have from the star catching game? I don't think you can. Like, cause the points are just kind of random. Swag bibinka. I don't know if you can. I have to check with stream avatars on how to do that. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, I actually don't need my phone at this point now because oh wait, let me just change something real quick on my phone. I remember, oh my gosh, this is making me realize, like, for our production of Grease, they would have us end a lot of the songs with shoop doo wah. So many scuffy things today. Okay, I always knew teacher was a swagapina. Shoop doo wah. Where was I? We were writing down names. Oh, we were learning. We were learning about there we go. What we know so far. Okay. Owen had asked a really good question before the OBS freakout, right? It was the was there any evidence of the text? What was it? What was it? Was there evidence for this type of writing as a form of worship? So it would definitely be used to I guess yeah, like elaborate on what you mean, because they would definitely use these hieroglyphs to write in tombs, to write down like what they believe happened to the soul when it died, when it went into the underworld. They would also like mention a lot of their like religious stories using this text. And I know one specific word, netjer, Netjer, which means wait, is that person or god? Now I'm forgetting my knowledge. My knowledge is netjer. Yeah, so netjer is god or divine power. So, and what was the middle one for the Rosetta Stone? So actually, how about we just do this? Rosetta Stone. Oh no, it's showing me the program. I mean the actual stone. There we go. So this is the Rosetta Stone. It has, what is this? Yeah, so it has Greek, hieroglyphic Egyptian, and Demotic Egyptian. So what that is like, this is the super fancy text right here. Let's see if we can zoom in. Oh, we can! There we go. So this is the super fancy text that would just be used more so for ceremonies, for like to be written in tombs, stuff like that. And then this is Demotic. This is like the everyday writing. This is the everyday writing that they would be used to like write down you know, like I said, like how much grain is being sent to a different part of Egypt, stuff like that. Or like if you're to write poetry and stuff, I guess it would be written in this script. And then down here is Greek. So Greek script is still being used nowadays. It is a little bit different in terms of like how the letters might look and how it's pronounced, but otherwise, if you know how to read ancient Greek, you should be able to read this text right here. So because people knew that when this was discovered in, I don't even know, when was it discovered? Let me see. Discovered in 1799. So by this point, there weren't people that could read or write ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, but there were people that could read Greek, and then I don't remember people could still read Demotic by this point. Because it does, like, a little bit of it does kind of resemble Arabic, at least to my eyes, but I'm also not fluent or don't know how to read Arabic, so that might just be like a, you know, a false comparison. But because people already knew Greek, they could kind of decipher what this meant, and they could decipher that what this meant. So it's basically the same exact text, but in different writing systems. So this actually cracked the code on how to read this script right here that we're studying. Woo, yeah. And then Pickle said something earlier about like getting cat food, cat food ads. Maybe it's because I talk about Schnackery so much. All right, let me scroll all the way down, catch up with you guys. We were learning. It's a class, of course we're learning. I guess I'm fascinated by concepts of writing or art as crafting being a form of sacrifice or expressing devotion toward a higher power. Ah, I remember when I took an ancient Egypt, as in only the priest can do this because they're allowed to talk to God. That is a fascinating topic. I'll be real, like that's also something I'm really into as well. I actually did not look into whether or not like, you know, regular non-priestly people were able to write in this script, for example. I would imagine that it would just be this script, Schnackery. Because this kind of text was just used mostly for like ceremony, to be written on tombs, because tombs were meant to last forever, essentially. So that when people like, actually it wasn't meant for other people to find, it was more so for like the souls of like, they believe that when you died, as long as your body was preserved, your soul would live on forever. And your soul at any point could come back to the living world just to see how things are, right? So your soul would be the one that is reading the text on the tomb. So that's why the tombs are meant to last forever. Schnackery, what's up? Schnackery's just in the middle of the room like crying. What's up? Come here. Come here. Oh, big baby. He's just scratching up my carpet. Okay. So yeah, this was meant to be eternal, which is why it's a little bit more detailed, it's a little bit more ornate, and then this one is more like, this one you can imagine someone writing it really quickly, right? So I'm actually not sure. That's actually a really good question on like, you know, was it only priests that were allowed to write like this, or was it like regular people only allowed to write like this, or could both write in either way? But there were, one of the things I remember learning from this one college class I took about ancient Egyptian religion is that there was personal piety. Like there would be household deities. There would be like ways that there were like household altars where you could pray to like certain deities, right? But a lot of the praying for like the major deities like Amun-Ra or like Horus, that would be at the temple. You would have to go to the temple for that. But there are household gods, like there's one called Bes, Bes, who is just like a guy, a little guy, and he was the protector of the home. So you would pray to him, but I don't remember if there's any kind of like written, I would have to look back at my notes, which I still have, to really know kind of like a good answer to that question. So yeah. No, not demonic. And just be careful with, I know it's just a joke, but be careful with saying that because there's definitely some bad actors that might like take that and schmoove with it. When I send a super chat to Randon. only the the most cromulent of Randonites can send a super, no, I'm just kidding. Anyone can send a super chat to him. What is this music? Also, my Spotify's not even showing up, and I don't want to fiddle with the window because that's how OBS like glitched out last time. Love is a many splendid thing. Okay, what are we listening to? We're listening to some pop punk. Okay. So like how being literate was a class thing for priests and nobles for the longest time. Yeah, that, but I also imagine like work, like in that Egypt game that we were playing, right? Like they were doing roll call and they had written down, there's records of like writing down reasons why workers didn't show up that day, right? It's like, oh, Amenhotep was stung by a scorpion, that's why he's not at work today. So at the very least, if the workers didn't know how to read and write, at least like their leader would probably know, right? And I don't think the leader would also double as a priest. So maybe it's like certain people. This is a really good question that I don't know the exact answer to, but it's worth looking into. I saw Greek writing and asked if it was from Lord of the Rings. I got my ass beat verbally that day. Oh no. I mean, the text does look quite mystical. if you offer the Rosetta Stone in Animal Crossing and it's blue, it's fake. Thank you, Pickles. That's how you outsmart the dastardly fox. Swipe or no swiping, am I right? You wake up in a tomb and you gotta hang out for a bit and find your way to the afterlife. Mm-hmm. Diablo 2 rules, no, George. Wait, is it morning still? No, it's noon now, so good noon, George. That's cool. I think the concept of personal worship in these ancient religions gets glossed over entirely. Yeah, it's true. Because I remember that was one of the last things that I learned in that class too. There's not a lot of focus on structure and hierarchy, but not what it was like for the individual. Yeah. So it's funny because, like I said, I was in Almontis's chat yesterday while I was also wrangling Schnackery, who was still drugged out of his mind. But when I was able to listen in, Almontis was also talking about like Hittite law and sexuality and stuff like that. And it's funny because you can, for me, the idea of studying law history sounds kind of boring, just me personally, but it wasn't until Almontis kind of like went more into like the implications, right? He was talking about how like there's laws about for example, like you don't get the death penalty if you murder someone. Hello, Almontis. Speak of the Almontis, and he shall appear. Like, about how, like, you know, there's a no death penalty for killing someone, but there is a death penalty if you commit bestiality with a dog. And then there was another thing that you mentioned, but it was like there are these ultra specific laws, but they don't say anything about whether homosexuality is legal or not. So the absence of it kind of implies that it might have just been like a non-issue, like that it was just accepted. So, or at least that was my reading of it. Yeah. So that's what I mean is that like at first glance it's like, oh, administrative stuff. That sounds like a snore fest. And then you go into the implications. You go into like the story it tells, right? I had a coworker who like she was an economics major, but she also dabbled in like history and stuff. And she was telling me about how like statistics do tell a story. And it's something that's like in retrospect, like, well, yeah, duh. But in the moment, I'm like, what do you mean by that? Statistics do tell a story. Be gay, kill everyone in Minecraft. So what you're saying butt stuff. What's the loophole? Yeah, statistics do tell a story. Do it in Terraria. They do because what was it? There was something about like Christmas law that I follow this channel called like Religion for Breakfast, and they were talking about whether like Christmas trees did they come from like pagan religion or were they something that is like unique to Christmas, right? Because there's a lot of ways that Christmas traditions, they come from like pagan traditions that, you know, were before the advent of Christianity, or they were like incorporated in. Hello, Clara. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome. My name's Bubinka Bear. I'm your local sun bear, an art history teacher, an educational streamer. Welcome. I feel like I've seen your name before somewhere. Hello. You're playing Helldivers. How was that going? How was that? Hello. We're studying ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. I haven't written a lick of hieroglyphs yet, other than a couple of names, but where we were discussing some of the stuff around it. So hello. Welcome. Crow Silverfeather. Oh, cool name. Hello, welcome. George, you were there as well. Clara, hello. Welcome. Hey. Von Clevo, Clara Bomb. In George's stream, yeah, I think that's where I saw you. Yeah, exactly. I think I missed a couple of messages, but hello, welcome. Yeah, we're talking about ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Clara and your followers, if you guys have to do some post-stream care, or if you have to step away for any reason, no worries, totally get it. Streaming can be pretty tiring. So no worries at all, but if any of you want to stick around, feel free. We're gonna keep talking about hieroglyphs. The statistics of my expenses tell a story of my mental well-being by showing how often I ordered food in. That's one way that statistics tell a story. But yes, that's a good example. Kind of an interesting from Sumeria, not Hittites, was putting that into a priest's butt. And wait, what's that? A hype train? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Wait, I'll come back to Almontis's message. What's going on? Dia, thank you. Thank you for gifting subs. Ooh, we got quite a few people. Thank you. And we got a hype train. Did my are my redeems? Yeah, the hype train is going. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dia. I appreciate you. Let's see. And interesting from Sumeria was that putting it into a priest's butt is illegal, but it's gender agnostic. Oh no, why is the pet not working? There's that scuff I was talking about. Oh yeah, it's not working. Sorry about that. I could we could refund that if you want. Taking it in the butt and the priest was more acceptable. So there's specifics over like who's top. That's interesting. Oh, and thank you, Crow Silverfeather. Thank you for joining the class. Don't believe her lies? No. There's no lies here. I do art, so it's always nice to see others do art and other stuff. Yeah. We'll be doing a little bit of you know, I feel like doing hieroglyphs is a little bit of an art form in and of itself. Giftachinis and that's so cute, Giftachinis. I started to rename Bibing Gifts would be a cute one. I renamed my subs as gold stars because I couldn't think of anything else. Because I was like, oh, what's something that's like, you know, teacher theme, classroom theme? It's like, you get a gold star, you get a I get a 5-star. But you guys can call it whatever you want. Bibing Gifts is really cute. Yeah, Bibing Gifts. But yeah, thank you for the Bibing Gifts, Dia. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, we were talking about like how did we get to this point? We were talking about how statistics tell a story, and there was something on like Religion for Breakfast where it was like the statistics of like how many pine trees were being like imported and exported in a certain place gives implications about whether Christmas trees were like a pagan thing or not. I don't remember the specifics, but I just remember being like, that's so interesting. Like the imports and exports like tell us all about like whether, you know, like that, like the intersection with that and religion is just really impressive. I was in Lex Party's chat when he was trying to think of a name for the community. My first thought was lesbians. Oh, that's good. There's a name for everything. Gift orcs. Giftachinis, gift orcs. Like, yeah, I love Lex Parte's voice too. I be a proud Lexbian. Steady Vine, hello. Thank you for joining the class. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, we went on a lot of tangents, but let's head back. Well, one of my favorite songs starts playing. One night and one more time. Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. Okay. What were we doing now? Oh yeah, get your stickers, everyone. Get your stickers. So we covered the glottal stop. We covered 2 letters, and then we immediately went into tangent territory. Okay. So we were going over this read is pronounced like the y sound. There's a palatal glide. I don't know too much about like the actual linguistic, you know, vocab, but like, I do know a couple of Greek and Latin roots. So, well, actually, it doesn't even Greek and I think this is just context. Like a palatal or yeah, palatal glide would be your palate, right? So it'd be like yeah, like the back of your tongue touching the back of your throat. So it would make that y sound. Let's see. And then a double read, if you see 2 of them, it's a similar sound, but it's like without the y. It's like the right? So it's like a long I, like in high. And it's usually found at the end of a word. So far we got 3 letters. We got 3 letters. Thanks for the MREs. Hello, Atticus. Hello. For all the new folks we got. Yeah, we have a 1-point channel redeem. It's our scratch and sniffer sticker. Based off Filipino desserts, exactly. So we have our first letter here, our first glyph symbol that has a sound that doesn't have an American English equivalent. Oh yay, okay, my hype train thing is is working, the little text things. I got a hype kek emote. That's crazy. Okay, so I don't know if anyone here knows Arabic, but the sound is apparently similar to something called ayn, which is a voice pharyngeal fricative. Fricative. So what I gather from that is that it's your what is it, pharynx, freaking fricks, pharyngeal fricative. So one cool thing is that we could also just look this up, but I'm gonna use a separate window because sometimes Google just be doing some weird stuff. Even though they weren't so great, it's like you, only sweeter. Okay, so it sounds like this. I don't quite know how to do it yet. I'd like to learn. But that's an example of like what this would sound like. So there's gonna be sounds here that like, depending on what your native language is, it might be a little harder to do. Because my main language and accent is American English, so you know we don't have an equivalent, but you know, it'd be cool. Try like that. Yeah, that's ong. Is it like that? American. I'm sorry. Didn't you used to frequent the chans? Weren't you a kekis? Okay, my time in the chans was limited to when Code Geass was still airing. so I don't know what you mean by that last part, but I'm heading to bed. Sleep well. Oh, have a good evening, and thank you again for the raid, Clara. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So I was pretty close, Dia. Nice. Cool. Thank you. That actually helps. America, explain. Okay, so this is a forearm. It makes that ong sound. And then next we have another glide here, but this time it's a quail chick. But there's also sometimes another symbol. I don't quite know what this is meant to be. Oh no, what do you mean Sammy lost connection with OBS? Are we still live? Is OBS once again being like, no. No. You're live? Okay, cool. Does Sammy do that? It just said that it lost connection with OBS, so I guess I don't have my commands for the moment. If it loses connection, it means your redeems are broken. Ah, wonder what that means. We can look into it later if you need help. Oh, well, that redeem still works. Mass fart testing. Yeah, so all these still work. Well, mass fart is stream avatars. So thank you, Pickles. So the Twitch throwing still works. Let's see, whoa. Explode. No, the stream avatars shouldn't be affected. It should be everything else. So actually, yeah, it's not triggered through Sammy. So something like I'm trying to think, like lurk. So that's still working. So things are still working. That's interesting. I think I can also still redeem things. So pet doesn't work. Swimming might work. Oh no, that didn't work. So swimming didn't work. Okay, I see. Interesting. Okay, so there's that scuff. There's that scuff that I was talking about, right? So it's okay. We'll figure it out. And you know, for my first stream using Sammy, there wasn't as much scuff as I expected. Okay, so moving on. We have the quail chick. The quail chick is pronounced w. So just w, like in whale. Some of these are very what's it called? Like non-complicated at all. What does lurk do? Lurk is just a command that shows a message. So it's when people say like, "Oh, I got a lurk," then it's just like, "Oh, okay, here's your hall pass. Thank you for lurking," and that's it. There's not really like a command or anything that shows up with lurk. But I guess, yeah, I guess swimming practice didn't work. Yeah, so a lot of these, like a lot of the sounds that do have American English equivalents, they're pretty straightforward. So, this foot is b, so it's a b, b as in baby. Same with the stool is p as in papa. honesty, that's all you had to say. And then we have here a horned viper, a specific kind of snake. There's another symbol that looks like a snake, and it's later on. But the way that you can tell the difference here is that it has two little, like, horns, little prongs. Yeah, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. So this is straightforward. Just fa-fe-fi-fo-fu. Sneaky snick. Exactly. Maybe that's how I should do it. I should do it how I learned in language, where it's like, you gotta do it with the vowels. So this would be ya, ye, you, ye, yo. This would be just e or I. Like a long I. I. What was it? I'm like trying to remember how Dia said it. It was like mm? Ow. Ow. And then with this would be wa we we wo woo, ba baby bo boo, pa pe pi po poo, fa fe fi fo foo. And then this owl is M as in mama. The lale lule lo, exactly. I was waiting for someone to catch on. But yeah, this would be mame mume mo. I didn't want to say it. The lale lule lo. In case you hadn't played MGS. I love MGS. I don't talk about it enough, but I love MGS. The only game I actually didn't play was MGS 1, but it was because Beans was a MGS fan first. He grew up with it, and then when I was still in like the very early stages of our relationship, where like I wanted to like impress him and stuff. I still do, but like when I was like really like, oh, I want to do something to impress him, I ended up playing like most of the MGS games, and he even let me borrow his like Xbox MGS collection, which didn't come with one. But even he was like, I guess you could just watch the cutscenes and still get the story. I would like to actually, that's something that I could do, is play MGS 1 for the first time. So I watched all the cutscenes for 1. I didn't actually play it, but then I watched 2, or rather I played 2, 3, 4. Wait, 2, 3, and then Peace Walker, which I love. I love Peace Walker so much. And then 4, I didn't get to play in my own place. I played at Beans's place. This is before we lived together. And I remember being like a little like a little stressed out because he saw like, I was like, oh, I don't want him to see me being like a bad gamer. But it's not like he was even judging. He was just like, okay, so for this part, like, he wouldn't necessarily backseat, but he like whenever I was struggling, he would be like, okay, what you need to do here is blah blah blah. Game is already all cutscenes. This is true, especially 4. 4 is just a movie. And then I don't think I played Ground Zeroes, but I didn't play I was gonna say Phantom Limb. I didn't play Phantom Pain because I watched Beans play it. And I think by that point I was like in the middle of like my last year of college, so I was too busy. But man, I remember when all the trailers came out for MGS 5, like me and Beans were like hooked. We were just watching it like over and over and over again. What a thrill. No wait, that's 3. Sins of the Father. I'm a fake fan. You can shoot the Mario plushie in Otacons room in the GC version. Phantom liberals in my chat. The Twin Snakes GameCube is good, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Is there controversy about that? I thought it was nice. I think the cutscene combination that I watched was from Twin Snakes. Yeah, Metal Gear. Metal Gear! Anyway, the lalelulelo. People seem to hate on Twin Snakes and prefer the original. Is it because of the low poly? I could see people preferring the original for different reasons. Vivian and Beans doing the Wojak pointing me. You know, the MGS 5 trailer, that is what we were doing. We were like, there's, without spoiling too much, there's one trailer where it ends with them saying like, Les enfants terribles. I'm sorry to the French speakers, that pronunciation was atrocious, but me and Beans were doing the Wojak pointing meme. We were like, oh, they said the thing, they said the thing. Anyway, Anyway, I do love MGS. So, this little zigzag stands for N. So, nane nu no. So we got mame mume mo nane nu no, and then this is R. This is actually a mouth. It's a mouth shape, and it is ra re ru ro. However, there was a note here. There was a note here. I'm so sorry we're tangenting you this entire afternoon. I think we've had 10 minutes of class time total. No, it's okay. It's okay. This is how we learn. We relate the teachings to our personal life. And you know, when we get to the la le lu le lo, it's gonna be stuck in your head. It's gonna be stuck in your head. Where is the L? Oh, there is no L sound. That's what I was gonna read here. There is no L sound in Egyptian. So the note that I copied down from the Frisian website is this sound is R, right? It's the R sound, but there's different ways you can pronounce R. There's the American, like, I guess rhotic is what it's called. So when you say like rev up your engines, right? But there's also like an R that you hear in like Japanese and Spanish. So for example, like kokoro is always the example I use. Kokoro is like the Japanese word for heart. If you listen to how the R is pronounced in kokoro, it's a little different from like rev up your engines, right? Rev up those fryers, because I sure am hungry. I'm also getting hungry. But yeah, so what this is saying is that like we can't really determine which R it was for ancient Egyptian. It could have been rev up your engines, or it could have been kokoro. We don't know. However, another thing is that foreign L's are pronounced as R's. So kind of like what you would see in Japanese, right? So if you have a name like I'm trying to think Leslie, right? Then if you were to write it in Egyptian hieroglyphs, it would be Resri. I think it would actually be like RSR, and I think that's it. But like I said, I'm still learning too. So yeah. So that's the deal with R. So now you know, lalelulelo is this one. Is the mouth sound. And that also helps with creating what's called mnemonic devices. Mnemonic devices are just like little memory tricks. They're ways to help like remember how to say certain things. Hello, Mega Bronson. Hello. We're still learning about ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. We're doing some review. And then maybe for practice, I'll write down some names. Need to know how to pronounce Randon correctly so we can curse him with accuracy. Oh, wait. I gotta pause. Beans is getting food. Beans is getting food. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna order some tacos. Con queso, sí. We're getting a vegan Mexican food, and I'm getting 6 tacos. Cause I am hungry, and they have vegan chicken and they have vegan chicharron, and I'm getting that. They also have a no, I'm going on another tangent. We're watching Bear. Hello, other Bear. We're watching Bear. Beans brings food. Yeah, that's part of the bingo. That's something I can incorporate in Sammy as a bingo card. Bearfornia has good fish tacos. Yeah, it does. Oh man, and shrimp tacos too, and shrimp burritos too. Oh, I'm getting myself hungry. Okay, back to this. So this next one is ha he hu he ho, and this is supposed to be a reed shelter. I wasn't sure if that meant like, you know, a little storage for reeds. Like, let's say that you're working in the field and you need reeds for some reason. But I looked it up. If you Google reed shelter, it's literally just a little house. It's a little like tent made out of reeds. She laughs at us. Ha 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 ha. Silly babbing cubs. I am in charge here. Me before I do like, hold on. Haha. I am in charge here, Bibbing Cubs. Observe. I might be back, but now I gotta go help an elderly person with tech support. Good luck! Good luck, Pickles! I understand the struggle with that. Ah! Okay, so we got the ha hey hoo hey ho over here. And then we have another one. We have another you know what? I haven't been going over the mnemonic devices, but we'll finish this row and then we'll go back and review the mnemonic devices. So, this is another sound that you would find more so in Arabic. This is a voiceless pharyngeal fricative. So, let's see what that sounds like. The cool thing is if you go to Wikipedia, it usually has a voice sample on how to pronounce this. Of the rest of our lives. Okay, let's listen. Ha. Aha. So it's like a more I guess aspirated, or you put a little bit more of your breath into it. So instead of just ha, it's aha. Aha. And this symbol represents a wick, like for a candle, which I think it sounds like a villager in Minecraft. Aha! How the villagers be looking at you when you're when you don't have what they want to trade. Aha! Ha! Ha! Sounds like a snooty rich man laughing at the poor country folk cleaning his pool. Oh no! Aha! Yes, that's right, Jeffrey. Get the leaves as well. Aha! Oh, he fell in the pool. Aha! That's actually a good way to remember it. If it's okay with you guys, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna write down the ways that you guys are helping me like remember how to pronounce it. So like a villager in Minecraft and a snooty rich person laughing. Oh, you know what also works is if I could just link this. If I just link this right here, and then I could just click on it, or whoever's using this guide can just click on it. And then this one, let's go back to the Ein. So this one from Dia, you said to pronounce it like something like that, right? It might be too far up the chat for me to see. Wait, where is it? Or is it when Dia gave me like a hint on how to like pronounce it? I think it might be. Oh no, it's too far up the chat. But you know what? Let me get this. The voiceless fricative. Yeah, okay. Thank you, thank you. I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. And then I'm gonna link this as well. There we go. So I think this will be super helpful when we review next time. So we got the we got the aha, the ha, and this is supposed to be a wick like from a candle. Now let's go back. Let's go back. I got you, homie. Thank you. Let's go back and go over like the mnemonic devices to remember like when you like cover this up. Let's say that I want to cover this up, like this. There we go. So maybe that's how I'll test myself, or how we can test ourselves, is by like covering this up and try to remember what each sound is. So this vulture makes the glottal stop. Oh, that's from when that's my hotkey for for the slideshow. So vulture is glottal stop. The way that I put here to remember it is like you gotta. It's sad to think about. So maybe you can think of an alternative. But I was thinking like imagine a vulture with something caught in its throat. That's why it can't. It can't say like that's why it's pronouncing things like bo'o of wa'o. Or maybe a cockney crow. Oh no, it's a vulture, not a crow. So actually maybe that might be better. Maybe a vulture with a cockney accent. So you just imagine like a talking vulture. He's like, "Hey, would you like a bottle of water?" I can't believe my captions capture that even when I do the the Cockney accent. If we were innocent little babatters, you can say it sounds like glok glok. Glok glok. I'll go with the vulture with the Cockney accent. Okay. For the next one, this is the y sound. And to remember it, I'm going to try and remember a reed that is split into two to look like a Y. The thing with mnemonic devices, and I know I've talked about this a little bit before, is that like the weirder it is, I don't know, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. If you go for weird, sometimes it could be hard to remember, but once you remember it, it's stuck. It's stuck in there. Because the example that I love to talk about is when my 8th grade US history teacher, he had a mnemonic device on how to remember the capital cities of each state. And the one that is stuck in my head forever and ever and ever is the one for Pennsylvania. It's Harrisburg. Because he told us to imagine a hamburger with a lot of hair on it. It's a hairy burger. It's a hairy burger, okay? Now you want to imagine that you're taking a pencil and you're stabbing it. You stab that hairy burger with a pencil. Harrisburg is the capital of Pennsylvania. And it's weird, right? And it's weird, but because it's weird, it stays in your head. So I realize that some of my mnemonic devices might get into that area of being kind of weird, but it will hopefully help us remember. So let's keep on going. So if we imagine a reed split a hairy burger, Americans will use hamburgers for anything. It's true because they're delicious, you see. What do you mean we are innocent? Now help me hide this landmine. Did your paws make that burger? Yeah, that's why it's so hairy. It's got my fluff on it. They have a reed split to look like a Y. And now this, so that's how we remember yah, yeah, you, yeah, yo. This one is a long I sound, which you would find at the end of the word. So the way that I'm going to remember that, you would find that long I sound in hi, in the word hi. So, since there's two reeds instead of one, I'm going to imagine the two reeds are waving at each other and they're saying hi. Hi, hi. So that's one way to remember it. Okay, it's going to get a little bit difficult with this one because once again, this doesn't have an American English equivalent. Ow, ow. So, one way that I initially tried to remember it is that an arm, and this letter is called Ain in Arabic. They both start with A. Let's see. But I don't know if that's a good mnemonic device. Ow, ow. How can you connect the sound ow with an arm, I wonder? Ow. Trying to think. Maybe when you work out your biceps, that's the sound you make. Ow. I think about how like in the gym, there are people that grunt a lot, right? There are people that are like, ooh. They're making like the Minecraft pain noises, like the oof. Or they're doing like the Roblox oof. Right? So maybe we should imagine someone who's working out their forearms and they're making the aung sound. Let's play with that. Let's see if that's gonna work. So, someone at the gym training their biceps, making the sound. There we go. Lift something heavy, glass shattering sound. Just like me, for real, for real. Okay. So this next one is the wo. And the symbol is a quail chick. So what I put here is, you know, quail and whale, they rhyme. So you might imagine a quail and a whale, or just a quail whale. But yeah, I think then that one's somewhat straightforward. I guess the worry is that like if I were to cover this up and I just don't know at all, quail. Actually, you can hear the w sound in quail too, depending on how you pronounce it. Unless you pronounce it like kale, right? So I think, I don't know, let's experiment with that. I feel like that's a good way to remember it. Okay, so the foot corresponds to b. Ba-be-boo-be-bo. So one way to remember it could be Bigfoot. I know why this also made me think of like a baby's foot. When it comes to babies, I love babies. I like to Babinka. Maybe that's another one. The fact that I never show my feet. Babinka never shows her feet. All you get is shoes. You only get shoes for me. Look, I'll even move the table for you. I'll even move the table. Like, see? Just shoes. Oh, my paper's floating. Witchcraft. There you go. So I never show my feet. Unless it's, I guess, wait, does my does my Filipino dance dress? I think that does show my feet, but you know, whatever. Babinka. So okay, so ba corresponds to feet. The stool, so this is supposed to be a stool. One way that I was trying to remember it is the word step stool. Because step stool has the P in it. So step stool. Maybe there's another way to remember it. It looks like a rectangle. I was gonna say pool, but the thing is there's a word later on that is meant to be a pool. And that's another, it's this one right here. So I don't want to use pool because I feel like I'm gonna get confused. So step stool, I don't know. What's another way to remember this? P and stool. I mean, what is that stool refers to something you can step on, right? Like a step stool, but stool can also refer to your poop. And poop has that P sound. So I guess that's another way. Stool can also refer to poop. Right? Right? So maybe that's one way to remember it. Okay, this one I remember last time I had a difficult time thinking of a mnemonic device, so we just made something up. But let's see if there's a better way to do this. So, the horned viper, it's a type of snake, right? The sound it makes, or not the sound that the animal makes, but the sound that the symbol makes is f. So fa fe fu fe fo, right? So what's a way to connect these two? Because I just made something up. I just called it Fred the freaking Florida king snake, right? Because I think we looked up what a horned viper was, and it came up with a king snake. Horned viper. Oh no, there's a different. It's, I don't know why I called it a king snake then. Oh, that's a cool name, Cerastus cerastus. Wait, that looks really cool actually. It does look like it has little horns. What are those? What are those horns? Is the presence of supraorbital horns. However, these may reduce in size. Guys are prominent is significant. Doesn't say what it is. Is it actual horns? I see what's going down. Oh, it doesn't say what the horns are. What are those? That's what I'm wondering. What are they? Are they just like keratin or something? Are they just scales that like grow like that? When you turn around. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. In Egypt, it's called Torisha? Torisha? There's no F sound. I'm like trying so hard to like connect this to like an F sound. They move by sidewinding. It's pretty cool. They're venomous. Okay. Snake. Do you feel like a man? Better now as she falls to the ground. So, Fred the frickin' Viper. I don't know. This is kind of hard to make a mnemonic device with this. Like we can name the Viper Fred, but I'm trying to think of a way to connect the F sound to the viper. What if it's a viper with a, like, instead of like a s, instead of like a hiss sound, it goes hif. Maybe that's something we could work with. A viper that goes hif instead of hiss. A new life she has found. It goes hif. It goes hif. Poor guy, he doesn't know how to hiss properly. He goes hif. Don't make fun of that snake's lisp. Okay, I feel like that might be a better way to remember it. It's a snake with a lisp. Poor guy. It wasn't his fault. He did. It wasn't his fault at all. Okay. So, this next one is an owl. It's an owl, and it corresponds to m. Mo. And what I put here is, remember a mama owl? I'm specifically thinking of the little owl from, not little. In Fox and the Hound, there was an owl character, right? And it was kind of motherly. So that's what I'm thinking of, a mama owl. Or a motherly owl. The next one's pretty straightforward. So this is supposed to be water. And the closest, most dependable water source next to Egypt is the Nile River. So, and even the shape of the glyph itself also looks like you can have an N in there, right? So like this first part. Or Mume! Wait, that's another good one. Mume. Thing I wanted. Okay, so there we go. And we can also say Nile River. That was pretty straightforward. Man, I miss Fauna. Me too. Me too. I caught a little bit of her last streams. Before Tempest, she was my Oshi. And I love her. I love her. I rewatched some of her like Skyrim VODs, and I was like, man, I remember how much, like, like how funny her humor is. Man, I love Fauna. Okay, so now we have a reed shelter, which is Hahehuheho. Yeah, all the membership streams got released. I saw that. I'm gonna go through those. Me too. It's a good idea, actually, especially for some calming ASMR. Okay, so this reed shelter, the way that I try to remember it is that a shelter made out of reeds is also a house of reeds, right? So a reed house. I'll try to remember it that way. And then lastly, we have our ha. We have our ha sound, and it's a wick or a candle. All the people lost through the years. Alchemist Grampire. I need to go back and watch every Twilight movie watch along because those are golden. Aw. Oh no, we have another ad break. Hopefully this time OBS won't freak out. So let's put you guys back in the... Oh no, I'm gone! There we go, I'm back. Alright, I'll see you guys after the ad break. And then we'll continue with our learnings. All right, I think we're back. You guys were being good, right? Get the spark plug from the cars. We could sell them. Gonna break it to the Ito shop. We're not even in the parking lot. We're not in the parking lot. You guys are so silly. Like I just start seeing you guys like crawl out. You guys are like crawling out of the window. We're not even in the parking lot. You guys are in the rec room. You guys are supposed to be playing with Mr. Pancakes. There's gonna be Casper merch inside. All right, let's resume, shall we? Let's resume. So we have our last one of this row, which is the huh. Mr. Pancakes, Mr. Pancakes, it was okay to break into the Ito shop. He said that? He said that. No, why would he betray me? That's what he said. I swear I'm gonna have a talk with Mr. Pancakes later on. He's not getting fired or anything because I just don't have the heart to do that, but he is getting a talking to. Whether or not he's gonna process any of it is another story entirely. Okay. So we have our voiceless pharyngeal fricative. We have our villager in Minecraft, the huh. And the way that I try to remember it is someone exclaiming ha at a wicker of a candle being lit. So that's one way, but I feel like with our villager or snooty rich person, you know, like memory trick, maybe we could do something with that. Like maybe a Minecraft villager saying huh. Ha. I keep saying that it's like the huh, but it's actually closer to like a ha. Like very aspirated, like more breath into it. So but it might be fun to just imagine like, yeah, Minecraft villagers saying that as we see like a wicker a candle wick. That might be easier to say. Being lit. Okay. So let's test ourselves with this first row, shall we? Dun dun dun. We're gonna hide all this. And it's not this is you can see this. Oh no. Oh, you know what? You know what's easier? If I just do this. If I make the text white. There we go. There, now it's gone. Okay. So I know it's an order that's gonna help us memorize it, but you know, we want as much practice as we can for when we do like flashcards and stuff like that. So we have here our vulture. The vulture, we want to remember that the vulture is has a Cockney accent for some reason, so it's saying bottle waddle. So this sound is the glottal stop. So this one is a reed. We want to imagine that the reed is being broken in half part way to make a Y. So that's ya ya yo you. Ya ya yo you. That's the Y sound. Here we have two reeds instead of one. Because there's two of them, they're saying hi to each other. So that means that they're saying the long I sound. So I. This one we just made today. Okay, so this trick I'm actually like really liking. So this is a forearm, and you want to imagine someone at the gym. They're working it out. Yeah, you're going I. They're working out at the gym. They're grunting, you know, as people sometimes do at the gym. And they're going, ow, ow. So I really am starting to like that little mnemonic device now, that little memory trick. I think it's pretty neat. Okay, what's next? We have the quail. And if you really sound out the letters, so quail, you get whale. So this is the W sound. Whoa, 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 wah, wah, woo, whoa, woo. Next up, we have a foot. A foot. You want to remember that Babinka Bear doesn't show her feet. You shouldn't be doing that at the gym. That means you're hurt. I never said that the guy working out was doing a good job. He could be having pretty bad form, you know, pretty bad form. So Babinka Bear doesn't show her feet. Also, you can think of baby feet or big feet, Bigfoot, right? So this this foot corresponds to the b sound. So ba bebu bebu. Ba bebu bebu. Okay, this one is a step stool. So there's a P in the middle of that, but another way to remember it is that stool can also be used to refer to poop. And poop starts and ends with a P, so it's pape poupe po. Ooh, this one we kind of struggled with, right? So we have here a horned viper. Horned vipers are pretty menacing, right? You want to imagine a horned viper, but when it hisses at you, it doesn't actually hiss. It goes hiff. It goes hiff. So that means that it corresponds to the fa fe fi fo fu sound. So fa 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 fa. And we also have an owl. An owl, if you imagine a very motherly one, or if you imagine Mume, who is usually associated with owls. It's her. No, her mascot is the little, like, it has like a paper bag over it, right? But yeah, Mume. Then you want to imagine Mame Mume Mo. So we have the M sound. And then we have, this one's pretty easy. This one is water. And if you think about the most reliable water source next to Egypt, it's the Nile River. But also if you look at the symbol itself, it looks like it could also have an N in it. So this is the N sound, like na nu ne no. And next we have the mouth. Oh wait, what was the memory trick for this? Oh no, I actually forgot. I think it's R, right? I remember it being R and L. What was the memory trick for this? An open mouth eating ravioli. I forgot about that. So an open mouth eating ravioli, or if we want to associate it with MGS, there is the lale lule lo, which you're not like, people aren't usually able to say, like lale for okay. rewind. If we're thinking about MGS lore, the reason why people say lale lule lo, isn't it because it's you can't say the Patriots? It was like a code name, but it was also like a, like, for some reason people can't say Patriots, they just say the lale lule lo. And it's also because in Japan, the L and the R sounds are the same. So it would have also been hard for Japanese speakers to say lale lule lo, right? So if we think of a mouth that can't say the L sound, or we could just think of a mouth eating ravioli. I think either of those work. So this is R or L. It was originally a secret code Snake would greet his contact when he was behind enemy lines in Russia. Was it lale lule? I thought it was something with like instead of saying the Patriots, they would say that. But of course I trust you, because it's been a minute since I played it. It's been a while. I'm actually pretty exciting for, oh, Snake says who are the Patriots, and the spy would say, oh, okay. Nanomachines. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Wasn't there like something with the nanomachines where they just could not say Patriots? But I once full hood. Wow. Man, I miss that. That was in 4 or something. 4 was silly. A lot of them are very silly. I don't know. There's like, I put the stupidest meme in general. Okay, I'm curious. Bink of subplot. Tough guy finger snapping. It is tough guy finger snapping. Man, I miss Grease. But yeah, a lot of MGS is really silly, and I kind of love it for that. Like, I think of the carotons, like just hunting down little carotons. Okay. Last one, or last two. So we have a reed house. This is a house for reeds. What is this? A house for reeds? So that makes the h sound. So ha he he ho hu. And then we have here a candle wick, right? So if we think of a candle wick being lit up, you want to imagine a villager, a Minecraft villager going, huh. But it would be more accurately a ha. Ha. MGS is good because it's silly. True. I agree. Alright, let me just check on something. I want to see if Beans is on his way with food. Like, I'm getting hungry. Oh, he is. Yes. Okay. So, that's the first row. We're going to go through the second row a little bit quicker. And then if we have the energy for it, I want to see if I can try my hand at writing some names down. Or maybe reading. We can also try reading some like Egyptian like pharaoh names too. Okay, so this is gonna get a little hard too because we're now going into German and I don't speak German, so we're gonna see how we can say these. So, this, oh yeah, these two symbols. I think the source that I found, they said that this is possibly a placenta. What's German? Your guess is as good as mine. So this is a placenta, you know, like where the baby comes from, where the baby be. And this is the ch in the German Nacht. I think it's the male gerbil. I said your guess is as good as mine. the placenta, the placenta, the thing that Randon likes to eat. So yeah, I think that's what the source says. It says placenta. White placenta. White placenta. Placenta enjoyer. Magenta? White? Magenta? So I think... So apparently this sound is also close to the J in the Spanish ojo. So... Because it says like CH as in German Nacht, but I don't know German. I got it from this site. See if can I find it. Here we go. It occurs in Hebrew and Arabic, or the Scottish pronunciation of loch, like Loch Ness monster, loch. So the thing is, like, both these kind of sound similar to me. So ich, it's like the ch in German, ich bin ein. So I think I'm just gonna think of this more as like the J in Spanish ojo, right? For song Gerber baby. So it's supposed to be a placenta, but I think for the mnemonic device, I imagined it more like an eye because it's round, right? Or it could be like the Rinnegan from Naruto, right? So if we imagine like the Rinnegan, and this is an eye, and it is en español, it is ojo. That's one way to remember it. And then this next one. Oh wait, you know what? We can look up these, right? Let's see what this sounds like. Voiceless velar fricative. What does that sound like? Let us see. I'm also gonna copy this. Okay, let's listen. Wait, that sounds just like the other one. That sounds just like that sounds very similar to the Minecraft villager. Aha. Well, there's a little bit more like, I guess, like throatiness to it. Yeah, there's like a little bit more like there's a bit more sound in the throat. Aha. So let's link that just in case we need a reference. Yeah, like a guttural ha. Okay. So in that case, how is that different from this? The voiceless palatal? Let's see what that sounds like. Let's listen to this one. Oh. Wait. Let me hear that again. Is it like an SH sound? It says here it's also a C with a cedilla used in French and Portuguese, such as facade and I actually don't know that word. Sha? Yeah, it sounds like it's an SH, right? That's how I heard it too. Let's play it one more time. Asha. Voiceless palatal fricative? Let's go back. Let's go back and see. Oh, there's also a plosive. Is there like a video or something? What is this? Voiceless. Oh, it doesn't say if it's fricative or the other one. Let's see. Yeah, does anyone speak German and or Portuguese? Because apparently this is in wait, what was it? Is this the right one? They're also French. Let's see. Time to grab Big Ham. Yeah, because she does speak Portuguese, right? It's in Chinese, it's in Danish, it's in English. Oh, in Australian, British, and I've actually never heard of Scouse. Estonian, Finnish, French, Parisian? Is it the R sound? The closed vowels in the mid-front devoiced? It's like this CH one. Hito? Oh, is it like the Japanese H? French jump scare. Russian? What's this one? Oh, how do you even pronounce that? Tfjordi? Fjordi. Oh, that's not a J, that's a Y. Tfjordi. Okay. So it reminds me of like an SH sound. Kinda like an SH sound? This one I need to do a little bit more research on. But let's save this page in case we need to refer to it again. Okay. Oh yeah, the symbol is interesting. So according to the website that I saw, this is possibly an animal's belly with teats. That's what it says. That's not what I'm making up. That's literally just what it says. It's a little strange to imagine, right? So this is an animal's belly with teats on it, with some milkers like on it. And the way that I try to remember it is if you think about an animal's belly with animal parts, you can use to make hamburgers. And JFK famously said something like "Ich bin ein Hamburger." It does look like a sideways flower, so maybe we could do something with that. The only thing is, this is one of those sounds that like doesn't have an American equivalent. Berliner, yeah, he did say that. Wasn't there something about like hamburger, like when he went to Hamburg or something? Ich bin ein. Eddie Izzard did a bit on that in his comedy tour way back. I remember Eddie Izzard. Their works were or their did they have a comedy special on Comedy Central? Perhaps. Yeah, that I also wasn't sure on the pronouns. Like, I also wasn't sure, so you're good. That was a great comedy tour. That was on Comedy Central, right? I'm trying to remember. Because they had like did she have like a kind of a Chinese style dress in that one? Oh man. I had the album. Ah, okay. I was saying I meant to the Paramore music. Okay. We'll come back to this because this one is a little bit difficult for me. You only heard it on MP3. Oh man. Did you have it on an MP3 player by any chance? I'm thinking of like not even like before like iPods, right? I remember I had a friend who like had like a different kind of MP3 player, but I forgot. Yeah. From Audiovox. I remember like I had a friend who like on the bus like he just had an MP3 player and he just had like a whole bunch of anime openings on it and I would just listen to it on repeat. Okay, so the next one we have an S sound. So this is S as in snake, so sase si sosu. But this is supposed to be a folded piece of cloth. But to me, it also looks like a staff. So that's actually the same mnemonic device I use, is that it looks like a staff. It could also be like a snake that's just really alert, right? The sase si sosu. And then the next one is a zebra sound. So, not a zebra sound, a z sound. So like zaze zizozu. And this is supposed to be a bolt. And at first, when I think of the word bolt, I think of lightning, but this is actually referring to like nuts and bolts, right? Like when you are building things. So it is supposed to refer to that, but like I said, I'm also thinking of like bolt as in a bolt of lightnings. And if you imagine lightning, sometimes it's in a Z shape, or at least when like the symbol for it is in a Z shape. So that's also my mnemonic device, is like a bolt can also be a bolt of lightning. So that's Z. All right. And next we have oh, I think, oh, I'm gonna pause for a sec. Okay. Beans is back. But I'm gonna eat after. Okay, so this one is actually meant to be a pool. So not to be confused with the P sound, which is a step stool. I know that's kind of confusing, but that's because we're English speakers. So it probably made more sense in ancient Egypt. But the way that I differentiate is that this is a bit taller and this is a bit wider. So they're both rectangles, but this is wider. And this makes the sh sound. So sh 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 sha shi shi sho shu. So I think the last time I streamed this, someone said Shrek. So one mnemonic device is imagine Shrek chilling in a shiny pool. Excuse me. That sharp inhale of saliva. A young boy, my father, took me into the city. Okay. You can also just use shiny pool. That's also just as good. So a shiny pool to remember the sh sound. And then we got a few more. I think this is the last one that is this is the last one that's a little bit more complicated. So this is supposed to be a hill or a slope. And it makes the soft K sound because there's this one and then there's K as in king. So let's see. Oh, let me erase this. Oh, let me pause for a second. Okay. So Beans is back with tacos, but I might also have to pause just in case. Yes, you know the lyrics. Because Schnackery, he has some medication, some pain medication. We gotta, but you know, pets with medication, they don't they don't like that. So we might pause in case I'm called to command to help out. But okay, so let's take a look at this. We have the soft K and then we have this K. Let's see what the difference is. The soft K, like the C in Australian English, caught. To me, that just sounds like the same K, but let's see. Voiceless, uvular, stop, or plosive? Let's look that up. And when you're gone, we want you all to know. We'll carry on. Okay, I have this sound. And then we're gonna look at the next one, the voiceless velar stop. And take a look at that. And we want to compare the sounds and see how they're different. So this is the soft K, this is the hard K. So let's see what they sound like. All right? Okay, that's the soft one. This is the other one. They sound very similar. They sound very similar. Wait. This one does sound okay, this one does sound slightly softer. This one's a little bit harsher. Listen. Ka? Ka. Oh, I think okay. I think I have an idea. I think it's that this one is further back in the throat. It's like ka, 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 ka. And then this one is more so towards like ka. It's like how do I say that? It's like in your mouth. It's like in your mouth already. It's like the back end of your tongue touching the back of your throat, but not like in your throat, if that makes sense. So there's this one which is ka, ka, ka. Like this is like way back in your throat. This one is a little bit more forward. This is ka, 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 ka. So I think that's how I'm understanding it. Not a hero. When I think this song. And I'll even write that down. Don't care. Carry on. We'll carry on. Your memory will carry on. Oh, let me pause just for a sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Cat meds are not easy to give, to administer. It was a team effort. Okay, we're gonna finish up. I'm gonna see if we still have the energy for oh, thank you, Matthew. But you have an extra little icon next to you. Oh, for cheers. Okay. I was like, have you always had that extra icon next to your name? You have the mod, the first, the was it founder's badge, and then the cheer 5K. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the difference between the soft K, which is further in the back of the throat. And then, I love this song. And then this one is closer to the... Well, imagine as I'm taking a pew in the church corridor. Closer to the front. Not the front, this is like back in the throat. This is back of the mouth. Yes, but what a shame. What a shame the poor bride is a hooer. Just got bits. Nice. Okay, we're almost done. So, this is a hill slope. One way to remember it. Is there a way to remember specifically the soft K? There's like a Q sound, right? Oh, you know what? I got a good one. Quietly going down the hill. Because this sound is more of like a Q sound. And then the other one is more of like the K sound. So this hill, you want to imagine going quietly down it. Maybe you're tiptoeing, maybe you're just going softly down it. And then this is the actual like K sound. So for this one, this is supposed to be a basket with a handle. And one way to remember it is you want to imagine a basket full of kittens. A basket full of kittens. Meow. So yeah, easy peasy. The rest are pretty straightforward. The rest of them are all sounds that you also find in American English. So we have here G as in gun. As in gun. But it's meant to represent a jar. So we can actually change this to gum. And you can imagine a jar full of gummy bears. They're so yummy. Yummy gummy bears. And then this is the T sound, so tate tute to. I haven't been doing it for the other one, so this is kakekukeko, kakekukeko. This is g gegugego, g. This is tate tute to. It's a loaf. It's a loaf of bread. So you can either imagine a loaf of tough bread, or what's another way to imagine it? She said gay. Go. I think tough bread. When I think of loaf, I now think of my cats. So she's speaking in Demotic Egyptian. No, it's Demotic. Well, Demotic isn't even the script. This is hieroglyphic, but yeah. Okay, so loaf. I think of cats. So what? No, I think I'm overcomplicating it. Just imagine a loaf of tough bread. It's really tough. It's old. You see, it's old. Okay, this next one is ch, like Charlie or church. And it's supposed to be a tethering rope, which I actually... When I hear tether, I just think of like tether ball. So what's tethering rope? Oh, when you're like climbing. Okay. I see. She was a girl. Any more obvious? She's summoning Obelisk the Tormentor and Slifer the executive producer. And Super Mega Chicken. So, another way to remember this is, rather than a tethering rope, it could also be a tethering chain. It starts with a ch. And then our last two, this is deer, or D as in deer. So, da de do. And it's a hand, zahando. Right? So, we can imagine that it's a hand holding dice, or deer, or anything else that starts with D, like a dress, right? Let's see. There's that, and then our very last one, hand holding. Whoa. It is a sin! Like, these nuts! Yes, actually. You could also remember it that way. Whatever is more personal to you, that's what makes the mnemonic device stronger, right? Because it's more personal. This is another one where we kind of had trouble last time. No hand holding till you're married. It's true, Zako. It's true. So, this is another one that I had like trouble with. So let's see if we can either think of a better mnemonic device or, you know, if we're going with this one. So this is J as in jump. So J, J. And the symbol is just a snake instead of as opposed to the horned viper we have over here. This is just like, you know, a regular old generic snake. So the mnemonic device we came up with the first time around was we gave the snake a name. Thank you, Beans. We gave him a name. It's Jumping Jeremiah, the snake with a jersey from New Jersey. I don't remember which one it was, but I feel like we could go better, right? There might be a better way to do this. So a snake and the J sound. Maybe just a jumping snake. Maybe we're just like, maybe we're overcomplicating it. Maybe we just need to imagine a jumping snake. Any more obvious? A jumping snake. It's coiling up and it's ready to just strike, right? It's just like wha-bam. So let's see if we remember these. In the song we wrote to know. Okay. So, we're going all the way back to the beginning of this row. We have here this one, which I remember was a placenta, but I was imagining it as the Rinnegan eye from Naruto. So, the I in Spanish, I is ojo. So, this is the ho sound. Ha he hu he ho. This is supposed to be an animal stomach or animal tummy with teats for some reason, but we also said that it kind of looks like a flower. This one was the hard one. Maybe that in itself will be the oh. Maybe that is the mnemonic device is the fact that this was hard for me to remember. Ojo laugh. Wait, that's a good one. Just like a magic. Ojo laugh. It's there. It's just in white text. There we go. We also said this one looks like a flower, but it makes like another sound. It makes like a sh sound, like a sh. But it's like it's more like the ch in like nicht or ich, right? So that's one way to remember it. This one is it's the s sound because it's supposed to be a folded cloth, but it could look like a snake, but it can also look like a staff, right? So this is the s sound. So sussy susay so, sussy. This is supposed to be a bolt of like nuts and bolts. But another way to remember a bolt is a bolt of lightning. And sometimes lightning makes like or the symbol for lightning makes like a Z, like a zigzag shape. So that means this is the Z sound. So zaze-zuze-zo. Next up, we have a pool. The pool is very shiny. So this sound makes a sh sound. Sha-she-shu-she-sho. This is a hill. And we want to imagine that we are quietly going down the hill. So this is the k sound. So ko. And then the one right after it is a basket. You want to imagine a basket of kittens. So this is the k sound. So ko. And this next one is a jar. You want to imagine it's a jar of gummy bears, right? So we have the g sound. So g. The ga-ge-go-ge-go. And then we have a loaf. It's a loaf of bread, but it's been out for a day or so, so it's kind of tough. So that's the T sound. That's tate tute to. Next up is a tethering rope or a tethering chain. So there's the ch sound. Cha-chi-chu-chi-cho. Cha-cha. And we have a hand. We're holding the hand. Hold and hand, and with a D. But you can also imagine the hand is holding dice or dresses. Or D's nuts. So it's the D sound, so da-de-do-de-do. And then lastly, we have a jumping snake. It's about to attack. Ah! So this is the J sound. This is J. This is ja-j-ju-j-jo. So now that we know our symbols, we did it. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, good night. All right, we know our letters now. So there's one way that we can test it. Give me a second. I remember I had flashcards. What's that one flashcard site? I really do have like the streamer debuff with my memory. Oh, Quizlet. It's Quizlet. I do have a Quizlet account. And I did make a study guide for this. Do I still have it is the question. Yes, I do. Give me a second. Maybe match. Because there's different ways you could do this. I'll show you guys what I have. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Maybe test? Should we test? Start test. Oh no, this gives away the answer. Okay, we need something closer to matching. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, the hill slope, we're going down the hill slope quietly, so this is the K sound. It's a soft K. Yeah, here we go. Soft K. The horned viper, we're imagining a viper that doesn't hiss, he goes hiff. So it's the F sound. The foot, Babinka bear doesn't show her feet, so that's the B sound. The water, the most dependable source of water next to Egypt is the Nile, so this is the N sound. A reed, if you break it up in a certain way, you can make it look like a Y. And the mouth is full of ravioli. There you go. So we got that. Can you work even faster? Is there more? I want more. The owl, we want to imagine a mama owl or mume, so that's the M sound. Wick, or like from a candle, you light it up and you get that Minecraft villager going oh ha ha. So it's like a the Arabic ha. There we go. So the quail chick, if you enunciate quail enough, you get quail. So whale. So the w sound. Let's see. The horned viper goes hiff. Ooh, Uttermost Ghost, hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. hello. How you doing? You're playing Left 4 Dead 2. Ooh, let's go. Gojikins, hello. King Necros, hello. Welcome, Possum Raid. Hello, Ghost Most. Outer Ghost Most. Hello, it was lots of fun. Yay, I'm glad. Hello, everyone. We're studying ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs today. So we have like our little guide here. And then we were just going through like everything we learned. We were doing a little bit of a matching test over here. But this is making me realize that, ooh, I just love sulfuric acid. Yeah, howdy raiders. Hello. Oh, but yeah, so Ghosty, if you have to rest, if you need to do any post-stream care, no worries at all. But if you want to stick around, we're probably just gonna go on for maybe like 30 minutes more. Just so that I can take some, write some things down or read some things in ancient hieroglyphs. And then we'll probably call it there. But, no worries at all if you got a dipperoni. Dance, yes, you can dance. Oh yeah, one thing. Oh, the pin post is gone because I had to reset, huh? So, there might be a tad bit of scuff with the redeems and commands. You need to blow your nose. Go blow your nose. It's okay. Go blow your nose. I was gonna say there's a little bit of scuff because a lot of my commands and redeems are now on a program called Sammi. So yeah. Okay, we were doing some matching. So let's see. Oh, has this been counting the entire time? No, that's okay. So the mouth glyph is associated with a mouthful of ravioli. So this is the R sound. And a stool, another way to the stool can also be can also refer to poop. So that's the P sound. Is there any other way that we can test our knowledge, I wonder? What's checkpoint? What's this? Ah, no, it's okay. I might have to redo these cards because they kind of give away the answer. Like, I don't know, it's I just have to like think of the formatting for them. So, what else? What else? Ding 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 ding. Paranoia. Alright, you know what? I think from this point, because the Quizlet might not work out, here's what we're gonna do. There is a, let's see, a glyph, hieroglyph reading test. Hieroglyph reading activity. I did this for work once. Activity. Where it shows you like names of like pharaohs, basically. And I wanted it tests your knowledge on whether or not you can actually like read them. Let me see if I can actually find it. American Idiot. I'm having trouble finding it now. Hieroglyphics activity? Man, I can't find it. It was a fun little activity that I saw for work where it was like, oh, this is like how you write Tutankhamun's name. All right, let me find something real quick. Here, I'll put you guys in recess. Well, I'm gone again. I keep forgetting to like toggle myself on. There you go. While I try to look for this resource. Thank goodness we were getting time to execute the subplot. Don't eat too many of the cars now. Bow, 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 bow. I found it. I found it. Okay. I'm just gonna be here. I'm just a notch in your venom. Break into the cars, check the dash cam and the glove box. How many are too many? One. You guys can share one car as a treat. Via Tasha's of mine. Out of my way. One each, got it? No! You're intentionally misinterpreting the rules. You're intentionally misinterpreting it. Okay. You guys better eat quick because we're going back to class. We're going back to class. I found it. I found the thing I was looking for. Haha. Okay, so these are the names of actual pharaohs, but I think they might be simplified for the activity. I would never. This is slander. This is slander. Hide the crowbar. You guys are so crafty. So they do have a you know, they have this chart over here because there's like extra ones, but this also matches what we've learned so far, right? Like the horned viper that goes hif, right? This isn't an ah sound. This is a glottal stop, but you know, it shares a couple of words and things from what we've learned. So let's see what we can decipher from this. So right off the bat, some of these symbols we haven't learned yet. Like I know that this third symbol on the first, oh, you can't see my cursor. There you go. This third symbol over here, I think that's the symbol for a god or a goddess. Let me see. I think it's Netjer, right? Oh, it's Ma'at. Interesting. So Ma'at is this idea of like truth and what is correct or right, right? Let's see. We can recognize this glyph. It says N. So far, that's all we can recognize. Here we go. We have a couple of others. So we have the reed, right? If you split the reed in half, it looks like a Y. So this is the Y. We don't know this one. We have an N. And this one I'm not sure either. This could be a stool, so maybe that's a P sound. Now let's look it up what it says here. Oh no, this is the P sound. Also, this symbol means it translates to the word men. Not men as in male, but as in that's just how it's pronounced, and it translates to established. And this is Mary, which means beloved. Okay, so we're learning some other glyphs here. So E, maybe E, men, and then another N, Mary, E, men, Mary. Oh, actually, we're about to have another ad break. This might be the last ad break for today, so I'm gonna go ahead and put you back. I'll put you guys back in there. Okay, fine. This time you guys can have one car each, okay? Just make sure to clean up after yourself, alright? Clean up after yourself. Don't leave any messes. I don't want to have to clean up any more messes. There's a lot of oil last time. A lot of oil. You guys gotta make sure that you gotta like sip it all up, okay? I'm giving you guys a treat just this once. Just this once. The lighter fluid. I guess that's one way to get rid of the oil. I'm gonna eat some tacos. So you go ahead. You go ahead. Yes, alpaca, you can be excused. No worries. Get some food, get some food. Oh my god, I just had literally just one taco and I feel so full of energy. I'm still gonna like end the stream relatively soon, like within the next like 20 minutes or so. But man, I really needed that. I really needed that. What were we looking at? Oh, this one. Did you guys subsist on the cars? Did you guys clean up your mess? Once again, I don't want to clean up the oil spills again. At least light it on fire. Subsistence trapping, but with cars. Did you eat at a car? Alright, if I see some leftovers on that plate, I don't know if I can give you guys more treats anymore. We made an even bigger mess. No! Dang it. Alright. You guys are gonna have to stay in a little bit after class to clean it up. Alright, so let's see what we can decipher. I realize that we might be spending too much time on the ones where it's like, oh, we have to like refer to this chart. Because the whole point of today was like, try to at least recognize some of the glyphs. So let's look at some that we might be able to recognize and go from there. So, for example, number 3, I think all of these are glyphs that we studied today. So, things got out of hand and an officer wishes to speak with you. Something about endangering students. About that. Goodbye. I'm just kidding. I'll talk to the officer. The ossifer. Got it. Set it on fire. Bernice. So, here, okay, so we have our Rinnegan eye, right? So in Spanish, this is ojo. So ho. So ho. And then we have our quail. Remember, this is a w sound. Qua. And then we have our horned viper that doesn't go hiss, it goes hiff. So this is quoof. And then another W, so quoofu. Actually, this sounds more like, you know what? I think I saw here. Oh, it could also be a U. It could also be a U. So that's something I think we should add to our hieroglyph study. Or a U. So with that in mind, if this is a U, then it's h, hu, fu. So I guess I'm still confused about the whole like there's not often vowels, because we did learn a couple of vowels, such as the U, which is this one. And then I think later on we also see the word for like Amun-Ra over here, so I guess that's something that we're gonna have to learn about in like later on in the book or something like that. So this looks like it's the name Khufu, like one of the pharaohs that built the pyramids. So right away we can recognize some of the glyphs here. There's some here too, but some of them are unfamiliar, but let's see how long we can go for. So we have our slope over here, a hill, which we go quietly down, right? The brain rot got me. So we have our slope here. We go quietly down it, so k. We have the k sound. Was it Khufu or Ramses that had 100 kids? That was Ramses. Ramses, I think he lived to like a really long age, like 68 or something, and he had like 90 something kids. But yeah, that was Ramses, I think the second, which is also known as Ramses the Great, which if you play Fate Go, he's the one, he's the funny one. He's like Gilgamesh, but different. So we have the k sound. This lion sound is interesting because we learned that there wasn't actually an L sound. There wasn't an L sound in Egyptian, but sometimes when you Google like Egyptian hieroglyphs and like write your name in hieroglyphs, they will have an L and it'll be written with a lion. So I don't quite know why that is, because they say that like you would actually use the R sound for L's, but I don't know, those charts will always say that like, oh, lion stands for L. So I don't know if it's like a modern thing, I don't know if it's made up, but for the purposes of this activity, we're gonna assume that this is an L, so kl. We got kl. And then we have our reed, remember, which is a Y sound, so kli. This one I'm not sure. This symbol over here, we can look at the chart, but let's go ahead and skip it for now. So this is kl. And then we have our little stool. And remember, stool can also be used to refer to poop. So we have cleop, clip, cleep. We have our glottal stop here. Clip. It's like clip. I think I know what name this is, but Let's just sound it out. So cleep. I don't know what this one is. Actually, we could look it up. Let's look up what this like reverse onk is, right? Let's see if we can find it. It's an O. It's an O. Yes. So we have cleope, glottal stop. We have the loaf, right? The loaf is a little bit tough because it's been out for a day. So there's the t sound. So cleope, t. And then we have the mouth shape, which you want to imagine a mouthful of ravioli. So cleope. Cleopatra, and then another glottal stop. So Cleopatra. But if you I don't know, enunciate it a certain way, Cleopatra. So this is supposed to be a glottal stop, but I think this chart is saying that it's an A. So that's another thing, is that like so this spells out Cleopatra. So yeah, we know Cleopatra, we know Khufu. What else? What else can we do? Oh, I think this one. I think number 4 we can also try to decipher, and then we'll move on from that. So here we have the P once again, or we have the stool, which once again is P. We have the T for the loaf, so pita. This one once again is O according to the chart above us, so to, pito. We have the L, the lion, which stands for L, so Toll? Ooh, remember the arm? The arm we learned about today. So the arm, you wanna imagine that it's a guy working out and he's grunting and he says aung, aung. So this is let's see. Pitol aung. Tol aung. And then the owl, remember, we want to remember either a motherly owl or mume. So pitol aung. And then the last one is a reed, which is the Y sound. So, Ptolemy. I know some of these, like, the sounding out, skipping to the name it's supposed to be, it sounds like it's a reach, right? But once again, this is kind of just for the purposes of this activity. So this is Ptolemy, which is the same dynasty that Cleopatra was a part of. So we have Cleopatra, Khufu, and Ptolemy. I don't know, do you actually pronounce the P in Ptolemy? Because I always thought it was a silent P, but I don't know if it's actually supposed to be like a Ptolemy type situation. But alright, let's see, is there anything else? Is there anything else we can try to pronounce here? Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. I skipped the P, not sure. I thought it was I also thought it was silent, but then the question is like, why is there a P there then? Okay, so let's see if we can read this one. This looks like it might be readable. So we have our glottal stop first. We have our lion and our basket of kittens. So this is K, so LK. Actually, I don't know if this is the glottal stop. This looks like a different type of bird. Why is there a P in pterodactyl? That's a good point. That's a good point. You can't hear him go to the bathroom because the P is silent. Let's skip this one for now. So we have L, K, look, and then this folded cloth, which is actually the S, right? It's actually the S. It reminds us of a staff. So looks. We have the Y sound, looksy. The N, remember this is water. The most reliable source of water in Egypt is the Nile. So luxin. This is a D. Remember, it's a hand. You're holding hands. Or you might have a handful of dice. So luxend. We have our mouth shape, which is R. Mouthful of ravioli. Luxender. And then this one looks like the bolt shape. So that's a Z sound. So Luxenders. The closest source of water in Egypt is denial. So I'm thinking, I think I have an idea of who this is. Luxenders. This one is supposed to be a glottal stop, like I said, but this chart is translating it as A. So if we just add that up on here on number 6, so Alexandros, Alexander the Great. So, out of the ones that we're able to read from today's lesson, we have Cleopatra, Khufu, Ptolemy, and Alexander. Alexander the Great. So the rest of them, notice that like a good amount of these, except for Khufu, are all actually Greek names. The ones that are like more Egyptian have glyphs that we don't recognize. So that one requires a little bit more learning, a little bit more context, but otherwise we can read a couple names. I think that's something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. So good job, y'all. Good job. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off with let's see if we can write down some names. Let's see if we can write down some names. I do have to restart my iPad though, because not restart, but I think the mirror might have expired because I wasn't touching it for a while. So let me see. Yeah, there we go. I gotta connect it. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can write. We wrote Casper's name earlier. Arms race. We wrote Casper's name earlier. We had to dial it down to KSPR, right? So we have Casper's name right here. If we want, we can do Randon's name. We can also do a couple others if I have the energy for it. But let's do Randon next. Right, Binka. Ooh, I could do that too. Von Klebo, hello. Oh wait, you came in earlier, right? I think I might have just seen your name here on KSPR radio. But yeah, we can also write Binka. Or actually, I do it without the G whenever it's in nickname form. Let's see. We got Randon. We got Binka. Maybe I'll make it a redeem if you guys want your names written out as well on a future stream. So Randon. We have our mouth shape. Oh yeah. So we got to take out the vowels first. Just because that's what I remember reading is that like even though there are some vowel symbols, for the most part, you want to take out the vowels. So we're going to dial it down to R, N, D, N. So with that, let's go ahead and do the R. It's the mouth shape. The N, remember, is the kind of that zigzaggy water. Right? And then we have, let me separate these two. And the D sound, what was the D sound? Oh, now I have to remember the reverse, because now we can read the symbols, but now it's recalling how to like actually write the symbols. So what was the D again? We might need to refer to our chart. Place on Ocean Avenue and talk with you. The hand, that's right. You want to imagine a handful of dice. So let's see, the hand is a handle. That was kind of hard to draw. Cherry Street. Kind of looks like a crab claw, but that is supposed to be a hand. Even though it looks like a crab claw. And then we have the N one, the N sound again. So this is... So one way that we can write this is actually just top to bottom. There we go. That's one way to write Randon. We could also play around with the church fist. We could also play around with like how we set this up. Like for Casper's, we put like the K on top. Like this is the K. And then we put the S to the side, but then we layered the P the P and the R here. We could do something like that, but I also like how it looks here because they're all kind of like equally shaped. But if we wanted to experiment, we could do something like this. If we wanted to make it more like long, right? Look in your eye when I told you that this was goodbye. How do I write that on Twitch? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. You might just have to copy paste from you know what? I think we could probably like copy paste from nah, actually that would take too much work. There's probably like a Unicode for it, because if you can write out cursive raw, most likely you can write out all of these symbols like in Unicode on text. So there's probably a way to actually write Randon and Casper's name and like send it to them via Twitch chat. If you do that, tell them who taught you though. Tell them who taught you how to write it like that. give me a little credit. Cursive raw. Yeah, you see how you can like it can be written out. You can write down certain glyphs. So I'm pretty sure they have like the mouth glyph. Cursive raw. You know what, let's write my name and then we'll try to see if we can like write it out like via Unicode text. We'll do that. So let's do Binka. This would be B-N-K. And then I don't know if we write the A at the end, so it might just be Bink. Bink. So the B, remember that Bibinka Bear does not show her feet. So B is the foot, N is the water. I actually don't know how many zigzags I would need to put. And then K, what was K? Oh, it's the basket full of kittens, so. There you go. That's a nice and easy way to do my name. Do my name in ancient hieroglyphs. Okay, now I am curious about like the hieroglyph Unicode. Let's look at that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness. This is literally a cursive rod. Someone just like someone just copied all of this. And like I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna paste it into the chat. Look, someone literally just did like this. Oh wait. Oh, there's some errors in there, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Someone just did that for cursive raw. That's so funny. Oh, they have like a lot of glyphs. Okay. Oh, you know what they probably have? Hieroglyph. Translator? They probably have like this one. Yeah, let's see if this is accurate. Let's see if this is accurate. Let's see if it matches what we wrote. Oh, kinda, because they got the A in there. Because this is what I wrote. But it says here that like the A can also be the little crow. I'm your cursive raw. I've returned from my treacherous journey. Yo, how did it go? Were you able to help with the tech stuff? I hope that wasn't so like I know sometimes it could be kind of troublesome to do so, but hopefully things went well. Curse of Binka. Actually, yeah, can we write Binka? Oh, I was pretty close. I was pretty close. So it looks like we need the reed. The reed in there. So it's foot, reed, water, basket, and then the vulture. Return the hall pass. Return the hall pass. Went to my parents' house to help them return. Ah, I see. Or suffer my curse. Wait, is this... Can you copy this into the chat? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna put it in chat right now. Give me a second. Nah, it just says... It doesn't. When I pasted it, it just said this. It just said Binka. I'm looking for the Unicode. What's your offer? Oh, we have one symbol. This is the snake. This is for J, right? What's this one? Are we getting into some ska now? We're getting into some ska? What is this? Oh, it's Superman. Yeah, this one is a little harder. This one is a little harder to like we're gonna have to like parse through each one, right? I thought that would be a little like Unicode translate unless oh, if you Google Unicode translator, let's see how this works. Brandon. Those are the glyphs. Those are the glyphs. So but it does have the crow or the vulture rather. I want to take that out. So, let me see if this can paste. It does, but it's not super readable. Like, you can't really read what that is. Right? The song goes hard, and then it ended. Let's do Binka. Bink. Oh, that's interesting. It's not using the basket, it's using the slope. Binka. See, this would be my name, but it doesn't read. I don't know. The text is a little too small. I don't know if it is for your guys' end too. It might be different on like mobile, but for me, it's too small to tell what that is, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to like go into Casper and Randon's chats and be like, look, this is your name in hieroglyphics. And it's like, what is that? Like, what are those symbols supposed to be, right? Like, I was hoping it'd be a little bit more like recognizable, a little bigger, right? We'll work on it though. I feel like immediate ban. Rivians is just like, no. All right. So with that, I'm pretty tired. I have a plate full of tacos in front of me. I'm gonna eat them. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do our mosh, shall we? Let's do our mosh pit. A timeout and a warning, at least. At least. Let's see. Falcone. Maybe there's some Egypt themed moshing. Oh no. Egyptian metal? Riverwood, Dying Light Egyptian folk metal. Yo. I like the song too. Send us to the pit. All right, guys. Let me stop Spotify. I don't think I quite know my schedule for tomorrow yet. I do have to hit up someone to see if we had talks of a actually yeah, like one person like hit me up for an interesting idea. I gotta follow up with them. But I don't know. I know that Monday is Pentiment. We got Medieval Mondays. And then after that, I'm not so sure. Let me look at my stream schedule. What did I put? Okay, for next week, definitely Medieval Mondays, so Pentiment. Thursday, I think it's most likely going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday again, but we'll see. I might want to do retro on Thursday, and then art appreciation next Friday, and then digital art or some kind of art next Saturday morning. So we're gonna go with that. But otherwise, let's go ahead and do some moshing. So for any new students, if you don't know our end of stream tradition, just once you hear the music, go ahead and start spamming your favorite emotes, and then your avatars are gonna fight each other to the death, and then I'll raid out. So let's go ahead and do that. This is Riverwood. They're Egyptian folk metal. Let's go. Yuki, hello. This is my first time seeing this, by the way. The skill issue sticker! Or emote, rather. Ooh, Almontes is live. We're probably gonna raid into him. Dia, you won the mosh pit! Let's go. Yuki. Just like, go Matthew! Never mind. There's still time. They just started singing. This is a 9-minute song. This is a 9-minute song. We might have multiple rounds. It makes no sense. Oh no, not me versus Matthew in the mosh pit. No, everyone's gonna think it's rigged. Oh dear. No, it's not rigged. It's not rigged. Oh no. You know what we should do? Have round 3. Good job of being on the murder. No, it's not murder. Well, would you look at that? There's another round starting. Would you look at just take a look at this. Just take a look at this. I love the little emote. The little, is that like a bunny? For Pickles one? Which one is this? Bang Boo Bounce. Aw, cute with the... This is pretty sick, like this music video. Oh no, why do I have the most health again? No! Oh dear. Oh no! Not again! No! Dia, get the health pack! Get the health pack! Get the health pack! No! You gotta beat me! No! Oh, this is terrible! I'm in shambles! Teacher, you killed my husband and me! Oh dear! You know what we should do? There's still time! Yep, there's still time! You know what we should do? Should do round 4. This time for sure. This time for sure. And then I think we'll probably raid out after this one. It's a long song and I appreciate it, but I'm also kind of tired. Sus. Come on, guys. You guys gotta gang up on little Binka over there. You guys gotta gang up. You guys gotta come up with a plan. There you go. There you go. Kill me! Like, no! I still have so much HP. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There you go! It's not rigged! It's not! Matthew versus Mega Bronson! Let's go! Who's gonna get the med packs? Oh, there's a med pack. Oh no, Matthew's chasing! They're chasing! Mega Bronson, get the med pack! No! He stopped just no! Little Bronson stopped just short of the med pack! Matthew won again! It's not rigged, I swear! Oh, that was good. It's not rigged. It's not. I wasn't cheering against you, Matthew, because it wasn't for any personal reasons. Because everyone's gonna think it's rigged. Just like me in Overwatch, Medpacks never heard of him. Let's go, Matthew. Let's go. It's not rigged. That was all luck. That was all luck. How much is left? Yeah, I think if it's okay with y'all, I think after the solo, we'll go ahead and raid out. This is a pretty sick solo. By the way, we're gonna be raiding to Almantas. I was just talking about him this stream. Joke's on us, the solo lasts forever. Which is a good thing. No mistakes, just happy little accidents. This goes pretty hard though. Oh my gosh, with the sword fighting? I don't mean any disrespect by the song, but I think I am gonna go ahead and raid out. It is a pretty sick song. We'll listen to it in its entirety another time. But otherwise, I'm gone! Like, oh no. Give me a second. There we go. See, what did I say about the scuff? But thank you guys for bearing with it. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and raid to Almantas. He's a pretty cool guy. Also very educational. He's a sociology professor. He says former, but you know, he's still teaching through Twitch, so I would still say current. He's currently talking with someone named Deus Kane, about Slay the Princess. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, thank you for shouting them out. They're really awesome. Hopefully give them a follow, but we're gonna go ahead and raid. Start the raid. As always, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye-bye.